During the last men's room performance, here's what you missed.
Also, YouTubers, this is the best shape of nugget right here. That's the best one.
That was a four shapes?
I believe they call that the boot.
The boot. The boot. And I agree. I love that one since I was a kid. You got the boot, the ball. Is there a bone?
Bell?
The bell.
I mean, what is this?
That's a nugget.
There's no shape. It's like a teardrop.
That's kind of like the classic guy.
That's good.
I like to call the boot my paisan.
Paisan.
Well, Italy's shaped like a boot.
All right, I got one boot.
All right. Are you going to dip it in the mac sauce or are you going to try some other sauce?
I did. I tried it in the mac sauce. Pretty good.
All right. Miles, what do you think? You're kind of the McDonald's expert.
I love it. I mean,
I'm about to say, are you just hitting the logo here?
No, I'm not. I'm being dead
He's
serious.
like, I'm dead ass, man. I love that thing.
What's the difference between coffee and your opinion?
The difference between coffee
In
and
your opinion, yes.
Oh, I don't know.
I asked for coffee.
Damn.
I asked Suri while I was still single. Why am I still single? She switched on the front-facing camera. What is the leading cause of dry skin? The leading cause of dry skin?
I don't know.
Towels. I saved the best for last. I got two.
All right.
One for Ted, one for all of us.
All right.
Did you guys know that Jelly Roll and Bunny XO are getting a divorce?
I did.
She stood by him through thick. Damn.
He pieced out when he got thin.
And are you guys ready for the home run? I need a drum roll for this one.
Oh, I'll break it back out.
Good work, Ted.
Yeah, dad jokes. It's the best one I got all week, all right? Guys, earlier this week, I saw the craziest butterfly that you've ever seen.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It had a tattoo of a single mother.
Oh!
All right, Dylan, our men's room poll in public, you're going to be caught having sex. Ferris wheel, beach, plane, or jacuzzi?
Jacuzzi sounds nice. I don't know.
Take the
I
jacuzzi.
feel like it's almost worth getting caught for how nice that would feel.
Yeah.
The problem with the jacuzzi is in public, it's always in an area that could involve children.
Right.
Because typically it's going to be a hotel,
Unless you're in
ski
Vegas.
resort.
Oh, how about the beach? The Ferris
Yes,
wheel?
yeah, I know that.
The airplane? They all potentially involve children.
What is the first
I
thing?
think a little bit better though with the bubbles.
What is the first thing that your kids do when you go to a place that has a pool?
They go straight to the pool.
Okay, so that's what
Everybody does.
It's a magnet, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So in those other places, look, in a Ferris wheel.
There's a Ferris wheel, though. You know kids are in line with
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Adults don't care about Ferris wheels. Look, the reason adults
You're
go on
right.
Ferris wheels
You're right.
is because they're with someone who they hope to have sex with.
Okay.
The couple that inspired this, they just cut out the middleman and did it there.
But Miles isn't wrong, right? Like, I'm a Hampton Inn guy. There's always a pool.
Yeah.
And, like, you see kids in there that I'm like, I know usually they'd be asleep, but their parents will let them stay in there till like 10 o'clock at night. So it would be
Absolutely.
very hard to
The
pull
hot
off.
tub,
of it.
the hot tub's
That's
10 feet away.
true, but
Yeah.
most hotels that I know usually cut off at like after 8 to 10 usually.
Well, for the
Cut
kids, you
off
mean?
from the pool.
There's one hotel, I'm not going to say what town it's in. It's in Oregon. It has a 24-hour pool.
All right.
I was very
Okay.
excited. And, like, as I got out at like 3 in the morning, I said to the woman, I go, people must love this pool. And she goes, sir, nobody has used the pool as much as you have in 2 years. I was like, oh, really? She goes, yeah.
That's a you thing, sir. Not people. You.
Get a life.
All right, your question. Who painted the Scream?
Painted? I don't know. Arthur Washington.
Arthur Washington.
Van Gogh?
Munch.
Edvard Munch.
Oh.
Munch.
Yeah, the Munch man.
You're a dirty German.
I'm the Munch man. I have dumpster sex. I think he called himself the Munch man.
Oh, yeah.
No.
You know me.
He did not call himself.
You've
I
gotta
think he
go-
did.
You've got to go out with the Munch man. I'm telling you. She told all her friends.
I'm the Munch man. I'm a painter. Yeah.
In honor of Father's Day on Sunday, don't forget fathers and dads.
You know where Marshawn is from?
I do not.
Wakanda.
Wakanda?
Wakanda. Yeah, Black Panther came out, so he and I we cried. But he's a white dude. So he's like, I'm not from Wakanda. He said, I'm from Wakanda.
Wakanda.
I said, all right, man.
Wakanda?
Yeah, Wakanda.
Am I from Wakanda?
Yo mama's so poor.
How poor is she?
She went to the pawn shop to hock a loogie.
All right.
Yo mama's so dumb.
How dumb is she?
She got fired from the M&M plant for throwing away all the W's.
Classic.
Your mama's so big.
How big is she?
Every time she turns around, we throw her a welcome back party. Yo mama teeth so yellow.
Oh, yeah.
When she smiles, traffic slows down. Yo mama's so big.
How big is she?
She eats wheat thicks.
Damn, wheat thicks.
And your mama's so stupid. She put 2 quarters in her ear to listen to 50 Cent.
Wheat thicks is pretty good.
Wheat thicks.
What was the name of the little boy who discovers where the wild things are?
That wasn't Mowgli.
What's that?
Not Mowgli. He was in Jungle Book.
That is
right?
correct.
Where the wild things are. I have no idea.
It was like Damien or something like that. Or...
No. I'm an evil man.
Yeah, I thought he had an evil name.
Tom.
Kid's name was Max.
Oh, Max.
It was just Max.
That's right. That's right.
What was it?
Max.
Okay.
His last name is Epad.
Also, the name of the dog, the Grinch's dog.
That is correct. Same person. All right, your question. In Disney's Pinocchio, what color is the fairy who gives life to Pinocchio?
Isn't she light blue?
All right, Bob. Very
Hello.
Good luck with the neck there, Bob.
You're a real boy now.
All the advocates if you can. We'll try to help you out. Okay, McDonald's is coming in, man. We're going to try some of those World Cup meals. Keep it together.
Come on, Ted. I know where you were going with that, man.
Jesus Christ. You would think they could make that a tourist destination because people go to the Heinz plant. Believe it or not, take tours, do all that.
Yeah, they do.
So, I mean, if there's Hidden Valley Ranch that's close, I'm like,
Would you go to the Hidden Valley Ranch?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, if they had a couple little kitschy things, I mean, if there was like,
just to watch
people
it,
go to Mount Vernon. I don't care where George Washington lived. I just don't. Okay, you had slaves there. Great.
Cool.
Other than that, like, I mean, why are we going? Like, what's the point? So, I mean, Hidden Valley Ranch, they got something there.
Yeah, I guess it's just, and I love ranch. Like, I get going to the Tillamook factory, but like, I don't know if I'd go just for ranch.
They have ice cream too.
What is it, like a park? Is
Wait,
it like
Hidden Valley has ice cream?
No, the Tillamook plant.
Oh,
is it like
it's a big blue building?
But I'm saying, is it like Hershey Park?
No, it's a huge warehouse.
No, if Hidden Valley.
Oh yeah.
If there's ranch rides,
We're in the river of ranch, man.
rides.
You get on a boat, you ride down the Ranch River.
Instead of a water park, it's a ranch park.
Yes.
yeah, instead of the log boom, it's a carrot boom.
Yeah.
You're in a river of ranch.
I'm down.
Oh, the splash zone.
Davis Big Dummy 206-803 Rock.
Can we, hey, Dad, do we have time to go meet the chicken wings?
Yeah. Seriously, you got wings there. Got a cafeteria.
Yeah.
I'll buy, a ranch T-shirt.
A Hidden Valley Ranch t-shirt.
Heck yeah.
You're very excited about this.
Then I'll wear it into Vindictive and piss them all off.
Yeah. Also, we could be free to talk about our hatred of blue cheese.
I love blue cheese.
Well,
Just like ranch, too.
Hey, you get out of Hidden Valley with that talk.
Exactly.
That's you.
Escort him out.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he just said?
He said he loves blue cheese.
Skirting. Alex, you're going to be caught having sex in public. You're taking a Ferris wheel, beach, plane, or jacuzzi.
Well, let's see. My husband is 6'9", so I'm going to try a plane.
Good luck with that.
6'9". Good God.
Yeah.
Man. Tell me you're a dwarf. That would make me so much happier.
I'm about average height, 5'10".
5'10"? All right.
That's a big dude.
That is
a big.
Alex, be careful.
Does he have a massive hog? That's just our assumption when you're that tall. I mean.
Yes, he does.
I would say if you're 6'9" and have a tiny penis, it just looks so much worse. Just cut into the quick, fellas.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
No.
Alex, I didn't
We're all thinking it.
I was thinking, which one?
Yeah.
Back to your conversation from last week.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, whoa.
I can't think straight.
Whoa.
All right.
And now, the men's room legacy continues. Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the men's room.
And away we go. Welcome to the 21st Amendment season, episode number 4553. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and my cock. And to our men's room. On tap today, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Kim Thile from Soundgarden on the program at 4:30.
Looking forward to that.
We will play Profile This. Plus headlines, the men's room shot of the day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Click, clack.
Drink it, they drunk.
All right, here we go. When your bag says definitely not a bag full of drugs, you kind of can guess what is inside. Meanwhile, a woman goes to Arby's for roast beef and gets an order of herpes, served with pride. Golly. Man cleans up 200 bags of trash from a creek and could get 2 years in jail. A family watching TV sees something behind it, slithering with a tail. And 2 teens saved 2 men who had fallen from an inflatable toy boat. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, you might remember last month we shared the story of a woman who's visiting the Australian outback, and she ended up trapped in excrement for hours after an outdoor so-called pit toilet collapsed. Now, she was eventually rescued, but, ew. Well, she now has company. A man visiting California's Camp Edison. He had to be rescued when he fell into a vault toilet. And yes, they are slightly different. And it required what's called a confined space rescue. Unlike his Australian counterpart, he was rescued in just about 15 minutes. She spent hours in there. He was in 15 minutes, but I think we can all agree that's plenty of time. And in Vietnam, workers had to rescue a man who was trapped in a bathroom. Not because he fell into anything. He just fell and he couldn't get up. Because he's 661 pounds.
Cool.
Yeah, it took a whole lot of people. Like I said, he didn't fall in the toilet, nothing. He just fell down, but 661 pounds of dead weight is difficult. But look, it's not just people getting stuck in bathrooms. Police in Tennessee responded to a 911 call, only to discover that a black bear was trapped in a bathroom. But look, bathrooms can be interesting places. More interesting than they should be. Earlier this year, 6 people were arrested after a fight broke out in a high school bathroom. Now, to be fair, when I was in high school, the bathroom was the go-to place for hand fights if you couldn't wait until after school. Either they met you after school or you just had to go into the bathroom and duke it out. Well, it happened there, 6 people arrested. Meanwhile, 2 people in England were arrested after what I would call an amateur move. You see, the cops found packages of heroin in the bathroom pipes because, like high school, people seem to like hiding their drugs in bathrooms specifically. But bathrooms are also where sleazy people hide video cameras, like a man in Illinois who was recently arrested for doing just that. I should note, at a church. But look, man, a lot of things happen in the bathroom, not just the usual stuff. You might slip in the shower. Every once in a while, you hear the dog drinking out of the toilet. Maybe the cat gets a hold of the toilet paper. Maybe you slipped and fell out of the shower and had to go to the hospital like my dad. But today's question, brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration, is other than a number 1 or number 2, why was the bathroom important to the story?
To be a part of the big show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com, and now watch the show live on YouTube at KISW Rock.
to let him know.
Okay.
So by the time you get there, right, it's
What
done.
was the second fire?
The second fire was I lit a bike on fire in my high school girls' bathroom.
Oh, well, you earned that then.
Okay, yeah,
All right, that's on you. Okay.
Good call, Blaze.
Well, it was and it wasn't. I just moved it there, and then a kid I told went and lit it on fire with Axe body spray and toilet paper.
Okay. From Blaze
Yeah,
to
so I'm an
Inferno.
accomplice.
You or someone else, what was the nickname and how do you think they got it? 206-803-ROCK.
But the only other way to get the nickname Blaze, originally I assumed he smoked a lot of weed or something. But once he said Inferno, like, okay, they had to upgrade your nickname. Hello, Josh. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So the nickname I was given was effing Josh.
Effing Josh.
But it goes with usually a gesture, and that's like a sigh and like shaking your head back and forth.
All right, so you do a lot of dumb things.
Like you're dependable to do the wrong thing. That's what I'm guessing.
No, so I actually got it from my wife's roller derby team. There was a bunch of girls on there, and I kind of got it by saying a bunch of different things, you know. So like one time it was a camping trip, and I kind of had all the girls eating out of my hand, like I was, you know, being real cutesy and nice. And then I would start saying like feminist jokes, and they're like, "You ruined it," you know. So
okay, I got you. All right. I'm curious. So when it comes to nicknames, some of the best nicknames on earth come out of female roller derby. Like, who are some of your wife's teammates on the team?
Well, so first of all, so her name is Roxy Rabble Rouser. And so, and now with roller derby, it's like a whole culture. So it's not just the teammates that have the names. Like the coaches have a derby name, the announcers, the people taking time and doing all of, like, everybody's got a roller derby name. And I think really the main reason I was given mine was we were at like an all skate one night where basically, you know, people of all ages can skate, you know, they serve beer and stuff there. And I did one of the qualifications, which is to do 40 laps. I think it was in like 5 minutes. And these girls basically started giving me that name because I knocked it out of the park. And, I mean, I was smoking cigarettes back then, drinking beer. I was on rental skates. There were some girls that are like, I've been practicing that for 6 months, and I've got $300 skates, and I still can't do it. And effing Josh just knocked it out of the park. Like it was nothing.
I see. That's the right context for it. Okay.
All right.
Well, good for you. I mean, it sounds complimentary. Like, you exceed,
in that sense,
you
yeah.
exceed their expectations, or you take it over the line. One of the two.
But either way, by saying effing Josh, you kind of sum it all up.
You or someone else, what was the nickname, and how do you think they got it? 206-803-ROCK.
By the way, I just did a quick Google search of some of the better female roller derby names that are out there. All right? So we have Sandra Day O'Clobber, Helen Killer,
Oh, nice.
Crimes New Robin, Speedin' Hawkin', Fleetwood Smack, I can't even, Bone Crusher, Maiden Hell, Hermione, now, not Hermione Granger, Hermione Granger, Stace Invader, Slayer Moon, Optimus Prim, and Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, Wonderland.
All right.
Done. Their names are the best, man.
Damn.
Hello, Andy. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So first, I think roller derby names also could substitute as good fantasy football names, it sounds like.
You're not wrong, man.
Yeah.
I think they're some of the cleverest and some of the best.
So my nickname is, it's a very boring origin story compared to what people think. So I'm Andy Mack.
Oh, Andy Mack. What's going on, man?
Yeah. I always got the joke of, you know, Mac Daddy, like, and it's far more boring than that. It was just ninth grade science class. So, you know, like the year 2000, there was 4 Andy or Andrews in the class on the first day of school, and they hand out the name tags, and there were those name tags that just said, "Hi, my name is." And I wrote on my name tag, I just wrote, "Mac, I drive trucks." And then from that point on, my science teacher started calling me Andy Mack, and I liked it, and it stuck. And then just over a year ago, I legally changed my name to Mac because getting ready to adopt my daughter, And since when we got married, my wife didn't even want to take my actual last name. She was like, you don't even like it. Why the hell would I take it?
Is it that bad? You don't have to say it. Is it that bad?
No, it's not bad. It's just I don't have any relatives with it that I like.
And your wife was like, I'm not doing that for you. I am not taking that last name.
Yeah, I mean, if it was something I was proud of, I'm sure she would have considered it. But she's like, no, you don't even want your damn name. Why would I take it?
Damn. So you legally changed your last name to Mac.
Yes, it is as of March of last year. It's because of getting ready to adopt my daughter. So she was going to change her name, her last name as well. So we wanted to make sure my name was changed, ready to go. So now I actually have a kid with my last name now.
So your daughter did take the last. Now I know your daughter. I know your wife. I know you. So, and I know how your daughter is. If you had not changed your name legally, last name to Mac, do you think she would have followed her mom's advice and not taken that last name?
Oh, yeah, because she's hyphenated. So she has both my last name and my wife's last name.
No, but Andy, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to say it, but like, I'm friends with, I think, with your sister on Facebook. I don't think your last name's that weird.
Would you want it as your own?
Yeah, but apparently he doesn't like his sister.
No, she's fine. It's the dad. So
okay, all right.
When she got married, she changed her name when she got married, and her daughter doesn't have that last name. So it's just,
okay.
Why keep it when you can make money? You can make your name wherever you want.
All right, Andy, I got to ask you.
Yeah, you can.
Do you have, based on the number of accidents that she has had, is there a family nickname for your mom?
Like Crash Bandicoot.
No, you know what? We should probably come up with one.
Yes.
You guys. Hey, I'll leave that to you guys.
Just
whatever you call her, I'll call her.
Andy, just start humming when she comes around.
Crash Test Dummies.
Boom.
There you go. I mean, seriously, man. Last time we talked to her, she'd been in 11 car accidents, I believe. Are we still there, or she added any more to her repertoire?
What are you talking about, 11? She's at 44.
Jesus Christ,
yeah, she's
man. Was it that high?
Yeah.
In my mind, I had it down to 11. That is unbelievable. How does she still have her license?
You know, I don't know, but it's thanks to Apple Watches and Apple phones now. Her last accident that she got in last year, she got in a crash on Highway 18, and because I'm her emergency contact, me, my sister, and her husband. So we all got the notification right away saying that Vicky's been in a car accident. It shows right where she was.
Now, is that because the impact in the phone can sense that, or do you press a button?
She didn't do it, so I have no idea how it knew car accident. Like the Apple Watches, they know when you fall down.
Oh, sure they do.
I have no idea.
Hey, look, man, I've taken a bunker shot before, and it goes off and starts calling 911.
Right, like,
because
no.
it thinks I've been in an accident because I smacked the ground so hard with my golf club.
Right.
That's why I had to get rid of my Apple Watch.
Andy, I bet your mom's got that sweet, like, state insurance. So many accidents, nobody's going to cover her.
After the last one, I have no idea because the car was completely totaled. So there's another new car out there, and it's like, man, I can't even imagine what that insurance rate is.
That's the thing. I had a buddy when he was younger. He got in so many accidents.
99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle. Always live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
Hey, Miss Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK. Steve, who is our first contestant ready to play the big game?
Hello, Scott. Welcome to the men's room.
Big Dummy.
Hello, Scott. Hey, Scott.
No, Scott.
No, Scott. Try this again. Hello, Christian. Welcome to the men's room. Hola. It's not you, Tim.
I was like, that pot is on. If that didn't work, there's nobody to call.
Yeah, good call.
That is a very good point.
Or no call. Yeah. Christian, are you sober or not sober?
I took like one shot. I'm pretty sober.
I'm going to say not sober because you had to think about it.
It took too long to answer. So even if you're sober, I mean, if the cop says, "Sir, are you sober?" and the response is,
What'd you do a shot
absolutely.
of? What'd you do a shot of?
What's it? Bacardi.
Ooh,
Bacardi.
Wow. That's a tough shot.
Damn.
It really is. I like Bacardi when it's mixed with stuff.
Who needs the mixer?
No kidding.
I saw a guy
He don't need no meat with his hamburger helper.
I saw a guy once. He would just take a sip of Bacardi and then a sip of Diet Coke. He's like, yeah, it's like a rum and Coke. Like,
no, it's not.
No, it's not rum and
Rolls on. You're listening to the men's room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW. KISW.
Hold the Charles, away we go. Welcome to the 21st Amendment season, episode number 4553. What a large and a charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. We'll be joined by Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Kip Thayil coming up.
Yeah.
From Soundgarden, legendary guitarist in the band. He has a new book, A Screaming Life into the Super Unknown with Soundgarden and Beyond. Steve, you read the book over the past week.
Yes, I did. I will say this, man. I'm not usually big on people's biographies, honestly, but I am a massive Soundgarden fan. I think the book is fantastic. If you are a Soundgarden fan, I guarantee you'll appreciate reading it because our outside perception of the band and what went on and what didn't go on, it's entirely different when you read his side of it. Yeah. It's not even a side. This is just the reality of what the band was. And I'm telling you, man, I was actually riveted.
Okay.
And rarely
you know what?
am I riveted.
I know he had someone help him write it.
Of course.
But at the same time, he's a guitarist. So I think writing a book about yourself would probably I don't know how easy or difficult that would be, but I think it'd be very difficult for me.
I think it'd be difficult. I'm assuming, and I don't know, we can ask him, but I would think whoever the quote-unquote professional writer is that helps you do it, they probably give you questions that you need to answer. You know what I mean? Because
I don't know.
Just some of the stuff that he saw, just private life and all that, it's kind of like, this is fascinating, but under no circumstances would you know any of this. So I got to think that the writer's like, look, if you're going to talk about childhood, hit these kinds of things and talk about. But it's a great book, man. And like I said, if you're a Soundgarden fan, you'll appreciate them more. I'm going to save most of this for when we talk to them. But their integrity is off the chart.
There's a lot of guys that will write a book about their personal experience in a band.
Sure.
And the other band members hate it. Like there's something in there. They go like, "What is this all about?" Like,
I wanted to ask him about that.
Everyone has a different perspective on what goes down in life in general.
Yeah, and I mean, he doesn't throw anyone under the bus by any means. He just kind of tells it like it is. That's the sense you get. But I do want to ask him, hey, when this actually hits the shelves, do you think anyone's going to be mad? Mm-hmm. Right? There's a lot of history, and things happen backstage. And bands, like anything, they fight about stuff and all that. And he, like I said, he never threw anyone under the bus, but he was dead honest about what happened.
Steve Gorman, he's a drummer for used to be in the Black Crowes.
Yeah,
and when they were done, they broke up. They went their own ways. He wrote a book. That was the last time he ever drummed in the Black Crowes.
But was he bitter?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. What was in that? Whatever was in that book?
Oh yeah,
pissed the other guys off so much. They're like, no. We'll find someone else to play drums.
Wow. Yeah.
So you never know what you're getting into when you write a book.
This should not be that.
No.
It really because he has no bitter. That's the thing. He talks about the reality of things that happen. He can kind of relive the moment, but at no point is he bitter. At no point he's like, this guy was a jerk. It's nothing like that. Yeah. Just like this is the S that happened on this day, right?
And it's chronological.
It's not.
It's not. It goes back and forth?
It goes back and forth, so it kind of starts with Soundgarden, then he talks about his childhood. Then he's in Seattle, and he and Hero, they're putting together Soundgarden, and then he's advanced, 8 years later when they did this album. Then it goes back. That said, it's still actually very easy to follow.
Yeah.
It really is. But yeah, it's not just this one linear thing.
Okay. I got it at home. I got my personally signed autographed copy. And I'm going to start reading.
Why'd you get a personally signed autograph copy? I didn't. I just got a copy.
No, it said, hey, man, you guys.
Wait, who signed it?
Kim did. It said, you're my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
I've been listening to the show forever.
Yep.
You're the
Sure,
best.
that's what it said.
Unbelievable.
I love you, Thrill. Yeah.
No, we didn't sign the damn thing. Of course not. But I got a copy of it. I'm going to get into it. And Kim's coming up at 4:30. I skimmed through it, read a few things, spent the day yesterday with my daughter. So that was a cool time. But I want to get into it this week.
Speaking of getting autographs, Derby here on YouTube says, Kim's cool. I was working at a retail store one night when he and a friend came in, and I showed him some video games, got his autograph. See, he likes Derby more than he likes you. I'm just pointing that out.
All right. Okay. Today on the question, we're going to talk about things that happened in the bathroom and why the bathroom was important to the story. We're going to stay away from the number one and the number two on this for the most part.
We understand.
Just what is the meat of what went down? And they say what started as a routine trip to the bathroom ended in horror after a long drop toilet collapsed in the Northern Territory of Australia in the outback. No rules. Stranding a tourist waist deep in excrement for several hours before she was rescued by a tradesman.
It doesn't help that you're in the outback, like the least populated area in Australia. That's where you get trapped.
The woman who was visiting the Hinbury Meteorite Crater, which is just south of Alice Springs. What is Alice Springs known for, Ted?
In Australia?
Yeah.
Not sure.
Their chicken. Alice Springs chicken, available at Outback Steakhouse.
Is that why they call it Alice Springs? Okay.
I'm just saying.
No,
it's called Alice Springs
Chicken. It just
Chicken.
makes sense now, yeah.
She was with her partner and 2 children. They entered the long drop toilet Sunday afternoon. Didn't emerge for 3 hours. Now, long drop toilets are unlike traditional modern latrines. They use a deep dugout pit to collect waste, typically connected to a squatting pan or toilet seat. They are common in remote areas. They are investigating the accident. Initial inquiries indicated the toilet fell into the sewage pit. So she was on the toilet when the whole thing just collapsed.
It collapsed, man.
And she went down with it. They have been notified of the incident where a tourist fell into the sewage pit at the conservation area. Notification was made by the agency with management of the conservation zone. They say it's a dangerous incident, and they're looking under the work health and safety laws to figure out if they can find what went wrong with the structure. A witness who was speaking anonymously said the visitor was in deep S, standing up to her waist in waist. There's S, literal nappies, P, all in that hole, they told the outlet. Witness said the woman's partner had driven up the highway in a bid to find phone reception and get help. When someone stopped by who was able to lower a tow rope. A tow rope.
So this wasn't a rescue crew. This is just a person who...
With a Jeep and a tow rope.
Wow.
He dropped the rope into the hole far enough for the woman to stand on it. And he used his car to lift her out. They say the process to suck her out of that crap took 45 minutes. She was kind of in a vacuum. She was in a vacuum of like quicksand or whatever of waste. The woman was unhurt except for a few cuts. She was feeling understandably shaken. She was taken to Alice Springs Hospital.
Think they gave her chicken?
You know they did. Images of the outhouse.
Those guys never even went there.
I know. They just looked at the map and said, name the chicken
I don't believe
after
that. I believe that's the chicken capital of Australia. There's something going on in Alice Springs. There's no way they just attach that to their chicken. What makes Alice Springs chicken so delicious?
I think they just picked a town name.
That's what I think. Because weren't they from Florida? The guys started out back?
No. Don't ruin my dream.
And they were just like, dude, we've never been there, but if we call it an Australian state, like, there's no competition.
Correct.
You know, because no one has, like, Australian
They were
restaurants.
trying to capitalize on the popularity of...
Like, Crocodile Dundee.
Now,
Right.
look. Alice Springs, town in Australia. First thing that pops up in the search engine. Next one, Alice Springs chicken.
I bet you that's related to Outback.
That's where we're going. See if I get a Wikipedia on this stuff.
Yeah, it's all Outback.
Yeah, of course it is. That's where I've learned of Alice Springs chicken.
I bet you people in Alice Springs are like, really? They named a dish after us? Huh.
They have Alice Springs chicken recipes right there from the spot. Either way, they said this is not the first time a long drop toilet has caused problems. In 2024, fire crews were called to a property near Wodonga in Victoria after a man became stuck in one in the dead of the night. It took about an hour and a half to get him out of there as well.
That is, that's bad, man.
That's a horrible story. Not as bad, though, as this situation. They say sometimes if you leave a door open, a stray cat will walk into your home. But a family in Sonora, California got more than they expected. A young mountain lion walked into the family's home and ended up trapped in the hallway bathroom. The homeowner snapped a quick picture before locking the door. Out of options, the mountain lion did what cats do.
Wait. Would anyone here even try to take the picture? Like, I know it's amazing, but like until authorities got there, like, hey, keep the door cracked for 1 second while I take a picture of a mountain lion.
The mountain lion was taking a nap.
Yeah, I 100% would.
Would you?
It's a mountain lion in your house.
I know. That's why I'd be more prone to be like, hey, close the door.
You got to get a photo of that. Nobody would believe you.
That's fair. That's fair.
When wildlife officials arrived, they broke the bathroom window and encouraged the lion to jump out and run away.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Probably did with a laser pointer.
I wonder how long that thing was in there. You know what I mean? It's one thing to say, listen, guys, there's a mountain lion in my bathroom. Did they tell you, look, that's a 311? Mm-hmm. Right? Is it locked in there? Yes, it is. Okay, well, we're emergency. You're not in any danger. Just call 311.
Yeah.
We'll take 20 minutes to get there. Like, somebody needs to get this bastard out of there, man. I would not be okay with that.
No.
And that thing's got to be scared and agitated as well.
Which makes it worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, just I'm going to snap a quick picture. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. I told you, in my life, the craziest thing I've seen related to a bathroom was, it's back in Baltimore, and I've told this before, but my buddy's mom, who was a rather rotund woman, she was taking a bath upstairs. we were completely unaware of this because there's no reason for us to know. But we're down in his living room, and we're just talking, and there's all plaster ceilings, and the plaster kind of cracks. We're like, man, that's weird. And plaster cracks all the time, but to actually see it. Then more started cracking, and so you don't know what's happening, but you just know something bad is about to come through the ceiling. We figured it could be rats, it could be bees, anything. But we all kind of scattered out of the way. It was the bathtub. We're talking the clawfoot bathtub with his mom in it, man. And this thing drops out of the ceiling straight down, basically embeds in the wooden floor in the living room, probably about 10 feet away from us. She is naked. She is large. She messed up both of her shoulders because she was hanging her arms. She's relaxing in the bath. So both arms are hanging on either side. But this tub came down. I've just never seen anything like it. Slams into the floor. And what was crazy was the water kind of came down after her. Almost like a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
All right.
It's like the tub has her in it and slams into the floor. We're like, oh my God. And as we're saying that, just this square of water, like it didn't even change shape from the bathtub, came down. Naturally, a lot of it splashed out.
It's like Flashdance.
And she's, kind of like Flashdance, right? But less sexy. And I mean,
did she break her shoulders or anything like that?
I don't know if
Hurt her
she
neck?
broke them, but she definitely messed up her shoulder. I think she was deep enough in the tub laying back. She didn't mess up her neck much. But her shoulders were the thing. I know they're both dislocated. I can still see that. She's screaming. And again, it's just this big, naked black woman screaming, but it was like it was comical. We understood, like, hey, all right, we got to reach out to 911. And he's freaking out because it's his mom. But here's his naked ass mom. We can't move her or anything like that. So we sat there basically until a fire crew showed up. And then me and my other buddy, we just kind of skated. Like there's nothing we can do here. And also, there is a point.
Did she go to the hospispittal?
Yeah, she went to the hospital.
Okay.
Dude, she was. It was bad. I mean, like 13-foot ceilings back there. So when she came down, man, it's not necessarily funny, but the image in my mind is hilarious. Even though it sucked for her, it really, really did. But she was huge, man. And that's the other thing. You're like, oh my God. But as you're looking into the bathtub, there's also like a side, oh my God. I mean, it was just everywhere. Like,
I think that's awful for everybody involved.
It is.
Her, all you guys, the house, the tub.
Our buddy.
Yeah.
Not only that, but those row homes, man, the stairwells are incredibly narrow and they're very tight.
Yep.
And a claw tub is huge.
And it weighs
I don't
10 million
even know how
pounds.
the hell you get it out of the building, to be honest with you.
Now that you say that, I have no idea. I don't know how you get it in.
Well, obviously, you take it through the ceiling.
You can take it through the ceiling. But, dude, I've never seen anything like it. It's like, oh, my God. And when you looked up, you can see kind of the perimeter of the bathroom.
What time of day was it?
This was in the afternoon, probably about what time it is now, like 2:30.
This poor woman's just in there like, I'm going to relax.
She's relaxing. It was not work-related. It was nothing. It's just my teenage son has a couple of buddies over, and we weren't really doing anything.
You guys are staying busy?
Yeah. Right. We're occupying our time, talking to each other. Just here comes her big naked ass in the tub, slamming into the floor. Like, this is weird, man.
Other than a number one or number two, why is the bathroom important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
But I'm with Mike. If somebody, like, if you just come up to me and like, hey, Teddy, like, don't call me that.
My cousin living down in Arizona now, he called me Mick the entire time that...
Mick?
Yeah, he just called me Mick.
All right.
That was just the name that he gave it. I was like,
kind of accept it.
It is. It's like, you know what? That is your name for me, and I'm here for that
you're
connection.
Irish.
And then I had two nicknames going through school. One was in Boy Scouts. We started kind of a tradition at one point when I was going to summer camp where everybody would get a nickname as long as they earned one, right? So there was one year I remember in particular. We used to play poker when when we were in Scouts, and our poker chips were Skittles. You know, we'd go to the trading post, and everybody would get packs of Skittles, and that was our chips, right? Some kid came in, I don't remember which one, but somebody came in with doggone stomach flu, but told nobody and still played friggin' poker. So while we were playing the games, obviously we were still eating our poker chips while we were sitting there. So the entire campsite got the frickin' flu, dude. They got the plague out there. And so when I got it, when it was time for my bout, I was bouts of vomiting all over the place, and eventually it got to the point where I was dry heaving into the outhouse. And they're outhouses; they don't have toilets there; they're just outhouses. And I was screaming into this toilet so friggin' loud that they gave me the nickname Echo because the camp medic showed up at my campsite. Keep in mind there are several. There's about 8 or 9 troops that show up here. Right? He came back from 2 campsites down because he heard me screaming into the.
In all fairness,
when I heard you puking a black
that's
raven.
what I was going to say. I could hear you out in the brewery screaming.
That's how I got that name.
My nickname for you that night was Ralph.
Yeah.
And so what do you call him? We're like, brother, you've never. And one thing I will say I love is
I think we all gave him a nickname. I was calling him Sergeant Rourke.
Yeah. But like, you know, your kids call you like mom or dad, and I do not know why this happened, but my son stopped calling me dad. Now I'm Pops.
Okay.
And I love it. Yeah. I love it, but that's just what he says.
See,
now.
I would have called you the Eagle. The Eagle. Because you're the Eagle Scout.
I was one of the only Eagle Scouts that I ever knew that actually made it to summer camp.
Actually, the Screaming Eagle, based on how you
screaming.
And then there was one year I was in like my freshman year of high school, something like that, or maybe it was in middle school. Doesn't matter. Remember the class that I was in? I forget the name of this teacher, but he had a projector that he had put in the middle of the classroom to hit up on the screen. I don't know why it was there, but that's where he had it set up. Either before class started, I had an open period or something like that. I was in there when the classroom was fairly empty, but that projector was on. I remember, and I was walking around, and I eventually stopped to talk to somebody. Somebody waved me down. This teacher was also known for nicknaming people, and somebody stopped me as I was walking around the classroom. We had a conversation, and he says, hang on, move a little bit to your right, because the projector screen was on me, and I turned and looked, and it basically became a TV on my stomach. And he says, you look like a Teletubby. He says, that's your nickname. You're Teletubby.
Damn. Ted, what on the text here? Somebody says they should call you Tedsticle.
Only once.
Tedsticle.
Right. Only once.
You were someone else.
Tedsticle. I can't even say it.
You were someone else. What was the nickname, and how do you think they got it? 206-803-ROCK, because you're hot bees.
Every time.
Dad, I actually have an article on my desk talking about people's hot bees at the airport.
Yeah.
You are not alone, man. Apparently a lot of people.
Yep.
There's only one Tedsticle.
Who's smuggling? Nothing.
Hot testicles. Hello, Jared. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hola.
Hola. All right. So my nickname was Nemo. Yes, like the little fish. And keep in mind this occurred back when the movie Finding Nemo came out.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course, yes. And I'm the youngest of 4 boys. And my brothers dubbed this name on me when they were being obnoxious teenagers and joking around with their buddies about their nuggets. And me being an innocent little prepubescent, I think I was like 10 or so boy, it's like, guys, why do you call them, that? You only have one.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Does that mean that you only had one?
Well, they hadn't dropped at that point.
Oh, okay. All right.
Right.
They were there. You just couldn't see.
They were there. They just hadn't formed. And so, I became Nemo.
All right.
For like all of middle school and high school. But I rocked that name.
Well, at least you found it.
I mean, look, it's not the worst name in the world, and people like the movie.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, 'cause there's other people you can pick that are not as great.
Jesus. You or someone else, what was the nickname, and how do you think they got it? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Kevin. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, hola, gentlemen.
Hola.
Jameson and ginger ale.
Why not?
Actually,
that's a fine combo.
I was told that I had to change the last part of my nickname, but they call me Long Beans.
Long Beans?
Yeah. Bees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's better with the last part that I can use. But, yeah, no, I got the nickname one year I passed out from having too much Goldschlager, and buddy was being nice enough to escort me by picking me up and taking me to bed. And as he was walking through the party, everybody kind of pointed out was hanging out the back of his pants, just hanging down a little bit. And they were kind of just nestled right on his forearm as he. So that's how that name came about.
Well, it's only going to get worse over time, man.
Yeah. Does anyone still call you that?
No, 41. They're hanging even a little bit longer now.
What about when you go someplace with a lot of humidity? Is it just ridiculous?
Oh yeah. No, it's colder the better.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
Colder the better.
Anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. There's going to be a change when you go to a humid place.
Well, that's why people.
Well, if you're already humid,
old men's testicles hang out of the shorts. I'm like, A, they're old men. 2, if they're wearing shorts, they're somewhere hot. Do the math.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, most people who are old and are probably retired, probably moved to someplace warm.
That's what I mean. You're in a warm place.
Exactly.
That's why they're wearing shorts. And they're old. Put it together, a lot of testicles hanging out of shorts.
And relaxing.
Yes.
You or someone else, what was the nickname and how do you think they got it? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Keith. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bicholas.
Hola.
So when I was in 6th grade, I went to a private art school. Thought that was my thing and quickly realized it wasn't. So transferred over to the local public middle school. And, young middle school age boys are obviously very kind to each other. And so
yes,
since I went to an art school, I then became the
New York City.
Right. Maybe he's got a Knicks jersey on it today.
You gotta like hitch a ride with Captain Cook or something.
Yeah, no kidding.
Or Hawaii.
All right, what country saw the birth of its billionth citizen back in 2000? And it's like one of 2 countries.
They border each other.
United States.
India?
India has over a billion. China has over a billion. I want to say we have are we like 380 or are we over 400 billion now? I'm not sure.
India was one of the countries going through my mind, but yeah.
Yeah, India and China, they're the only ones that have over a billion.
We don't procreate a lot here.
Because of smartphones, apparently. All right, your question. How many players are on a standard handball team?
If I have to judge by my days in middle school, I'm going to go 5.
2.
7. I didn't realize. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
7?
I wasn't positive. I know there's a lot of guys, and then there's a goalkeeper. So probably 6 on the court, and then each has a goalkeeper.
I know nothing about handball. I did not realize they were teams. I thought it was solo.
No, the problem is there's like handball how we know it, like in the city
2
against
dudes.
the wall.
Right.
This is like teams, and it's almost like soccer, and they're like running around holding it. Look, it's big in Europe. Yeah. I see it during the Olympics. I don't know a ton about it.
I honestly did not know there were teams. I just thought it was regular city stuff.
No. You have dudes like jumping up in the air and throwing it in the goal.
Really?
Yeah, it's basically like soccer.
With your hands?
Yeah, because you can't. Yeah, your feet suck.
Okay. You join the handball team there, Kenny.
Yeah.
All right. Your question, what is the more common name for the umbilicus? The umbilicus.
I'm guessing that this is part of the human body, right?
That is correct.
Based on the name alone, I'm going to have to go the umbilical cord.
Oh. Belly button.
The belly button, yeah.
Right, because the cord sticks to it.
Question 5, Alex.
I was on the right track.
Yep.
I don't have a belly button. I have an easy button. I got it at Staples.
And I got mine in Office Depot.
See? That's what I'm saying, man.
Where's it from?
What?
Who had the easy?
I think the label said China.
Staples had the easy button.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I know that it was probably made in China. Thank you, Alex.
I'm a red-blooded American, except my belly button doesn't mean China. All right, your question. Who is the Lord in the Lord of the Rings? I know Mike is screaming it right now.
I honestly have no idea because I've never read the books or watched any of the movies.
Oh, really?
How dare you?
Oh.
I'll lighten up.
Sauron.
There's only one Lord I respect.
All right, Alex, question 6. You're doing horrible.
Lord Farquaad.
Lord Farquaad, yes. All right, the question: which two boxing weight classifications are named for animals? One is an insect and one is a type of chicken.
I don't know. I don't follow boxing.
Any guesses there, Miles?
Give it to me again.
So what two weight classifications are named for animals? One of them is an insect. One of them is a chicken.
Featherweight, flyweight.
Flyweight and bantamweight.
This is the mighty 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle. Always live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
Fight inside a boys' bathroom in North Point High School in Florida turned violent, leading to the arrest of 6 students. Investigators say the altercation involved multiple students punching and kicking another student. They said they were shocked by the violence, but some still trust the school's response. I'm perfectly fine dropping my daughter off. I think they are great. I do believe what the principal said with the aligning of who you align with at the school. The principal sent a message to families calling the incident serious and unacceptable, and added the investigation is ongoing and more arrests are possible. 6 arrests from this fight in the bathroom. They say while fights do happen, it doesn't feel threatening at the school, according to one senior.
Yeah.
I hope the fighting and all of that gets better. I hope it all gets cleaned up because I think the school would be a really good place. And I've never felt unsafe here, personally, because I know I can defend myself. Now, I have been in a couple fights in a bathroom.
I have too.
One ended up horribly. I was at
for you?
For me. Oh god. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So there's not a lot of room, and there's a lot of things that can hurt you.
Right.
That is the problem.
So we had a community ice rink, roller rink.
All right.
And it had a pavilion top on it, but really had no sides around the perimeter of the building.
Okay.
So it was basically an outdoor facility with a roof.
Gotcha.
But it's old school. So when they put the ice down, man, it was cooled by the temperature of the winter months.
Yeah. The ambient outdoor temperature.
Then when it was too warm for that, they put in the roller rink and all that crap. So it was an older building, and they used to do basically county dances and county events in this place. So all the kids of a certain age group were invited to go. So you had all these kids from all these different schools. And we would always go to these dances. They were always fun. Always cool to try to meet women from other schools.
Of course.
Do whatever you can. Maybe get a slow dance, whatever. So
that's the goal.
Well, yeah, seriously.
I mean, when you say, do you want to dance? It's like, we're not popping and locking. I mean, I'm saying arms around each other.
There's the people who can dance in the middle. I'm trying to do a little bit of that. But there's also the perimeter guy standards and people who just stand around the outside.
Yeah, of course.
Kind of waiting for their chance. And so I'm standing there at one point in time, and this girl comes up and she grabs my hand. She said, "You want to slow dance?" I was like, "Sure." I had no idea who she was. She didn't go to my school. I'd never seen her in my life. Dance with this girl. Then I'm in the bathroom, and one of the biggest dudes in the county, that was his girlfriend, or they had broken up, or I don't know what the deal was, but she was trying to make him jealous with dancing with as many different guys as she could.
But he singled you out.
I was one of those guys. Now, I know this guy, Rick. We ended up...
How old were you?
Patching up. 8th, 9th grade. I think 8th grade, all right? But keep in mind, Rick could dunk in 9th grade. All right? This was junior high, because we had a different system as far as high school was only 3 years.
Yeah.
So in 9th grade, this guy was dunking, which was just a little bit different to be like in a middle school environment and watching someone. That's how big this guy was.
Yeah.
So I am at the urinal. Again, this pavilion was probably built in the 50s, 60s. It's cinder block. The bathrooms themselves were the old school toilets. The urinals went from chest high to the floor,
all the way down, right?
And there's
you
3.
Can't miss urinal.
There's 3 of these. Okay, so I am actively using the bathroom. It's out. I am going. I get punched in the back of the head, all right?
All right.
Now I get punched in the side of the face. I realize that Rick and his friend are wailing on me. Oh, yeah. So as soon as I try to zip up my zipper in the meantime, this is going down.
I love how that works, right? You were being assaulted, but as a dude, you still have presence of mind, I'm going to put my
before I
penis
turn
away.
around, you know what I mean? I'm going to zip up my pants. I don't want my wang hanging out, something to happen to it. God forbid. Because that's why I'm there. So I turn around, man, and it's Rick and his buddy, and then his buddy pushes me into the shoulders, knocks me back into the urinal. My feet come out from under me. Now I've got one hand like in the middle urinal. Oh, all right. My ass is in the urinal that I was using that I just flushed. So essentially, all of the water is running down the back of my shirt into my pants. I am sitting in a urinal that's on the floor. Right. My other hand is trying to push me up off of the floor while they keep hitting me in the head, right? I mean, I'm seriously stuck in this urinal, just getting wailed on the floor, you know? So finally, I don't know what happened. I cannot remember how the fight ended. I know I did not get any shots in. I did not throw a punch. Right. I know none of that happened. I just get to the sink, get to the mirror. I'm bleeding like crazy. So I take some towels, like, the hell with it. You know, my adrenaline's flying.
Yeah, I bet it was.
I don't realize like how sore. Like the next day, I realized how sore my head was, my ear, my jaw. I had bitten the inside of my mouth. That's where the blood was coming from. So it wasn't like a cut or anything. I'd either bit my tongue or bit the inside of my mouth when I got punched. Blood's just pouring out of my mouth, you know. But I can't figure out, did I knock a tooth out? Like, right. What's going on? But I clean myself up, man, and I go back out there. And finish the dance because we were getting picked up by somebody's parents later on. I'm not just going to leave. It's in the middle of nowhere.
But you're still wet and
my
gross.
ass is soaking wet with urine and water from a urinal.
Any more girls ask you to dance?
My mouth hurt, you know, and, well, the weird thing about it was that I was kind of, when I went back out there, I'm like, well, look, Rick's buddy wasn't real big. Like, you know, I might just go over there and just try to sucker punch him. You know what I mean? Just throw one, because I didn't get to punch it. So I'm thinking, like, I can't take Rick down. Right. But I can. Hopefully I can find his friend. So I go looking for his friend, and now his friend was with like the second biggest dude in the county. Like, I don't know if he was like a football player. I mean, this guy was freaking huge. And I'm like, man. So I had this whole strategy planned out. So lo and behold, time goes by. This is 8th grade. I see Rick at a party when I'm a freshman in college. All right. And I walked up to him like, Rick. And he's like, do I know you? And I just drilled him as hard as I could in the face. Jeez. Yeah. I mean, I'm a freshman in college. I don't care. Yeah. So I drill him as hard as I can in the face and knock his ass down. And I start wailing on him. And he's like, what the F, dude? Who are you? And I'm like, do you remember 8th grade? And he's like, no. He's like, I was like, you beat me up in a boat park dance in the bathroom. Do you remember that? And he's like, oh, yeah, man. He's like, yeah, I do remember that.
How you been?
Yeah, and he's like, oh, man, I'm sorry. So I just picked his ass up. We went and started drinking beer at this party out of the keg, and all was forgotten.
Sure. Just had to get it out,
man. That's basically how it ended. Other than number one or number two, why is the bathroom important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Bill. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, happy belated Father's Day, gentlemen.
Oh, thank
you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries. All right, so this probably goes back to like probably the early 2000s, before cell phones could flip around to do a selfie. And I was a deputy sheriff back east in New Jersey. And so my girl at the time loved me in a uniform and wanted me to take a picture while I was on duty. So I stopped at a CD gas station and went to the bathroom to take a picture in the mirror. I took a couple. Then I became aware that I wasn't in the bathroom alone.
And you're in your police uniform.
My peripheral, I kind of look down, something's moving. As I look down, it looks up, and is a furry little bandit with his mask on behind the toilet doing something, but then we lock eyes. And I'm not going to kid you, I almost lost my S. So it was the most intense, perfect conversation you could have without talking, because we both looked at each other and the question was, so what do we do from here? So I had one of two choices. I could either go for my sidearm or I could go for the door, which was locked. I wasn't going to be the guy that gets ribbed about getting into a firefight with a raccoon with the paperwork. So I slowly reach for the door. He's looking at every move that I'm doing. I get it unlocked, and I'm like, do I run or do I go slowly? So I took the slow route. He looked at me, kind of saying, all right, I'm okay with this. I get out the bathroom. I do a quick pace in the patrol car. Some guy's like, you bombed it up. I'm like, nope, and then took off.
You didn't tell him there's a raccoon in there?
Oh, hell no.
Good looking out.
So what would have happened as a cop? You pull out your side piece, and yes, you shot a raccoon in a public bathroom. How does that? How do you describe that in your police report?
Basically, you would put it down that you were surprised by a wild creature, unknown. They're also known for having rabies and not wanting to take the chance. I had to shoot my way out of it. There's no other way you could put it.
How many times did you deal with naked people in your years?
Oh, God. I'd probably say if I had to put a number to it, maybe 16, 18.
That's always my thing with cops. And then you grow up watching TV, it makes it look like being a cop cool. Because no matter what, you stop the kidnapping, you inadvertently negotiated a hostage situation, and then I read police blotter, and I'm like, you tackled a naked dude.
Yeah.
I have no interest in
Have
that.
you ever fought a naked man?
Unfortunately, we've had to tackle and subdue and handcuff a naked man. Remember, this is in New Jersey, Essex County, which includes the Newark, Irvington, East Orange. Between all the narcotics and the alcohol, yeah, you dealt with quite a large number of naked individuals.
Okay, now, I have a personal philosophy, and I do not know if this is legal. But I'm like, look, I'm a cop, and if you're naked, you just made the situation stranger to me. So to me, they get tased. I'm not wrestling you. I'm tasing your ass, and I'm going to handcuff your naked ass and throw you in the car. Can you just do that?
Unfortunately, no. If they're being combative to the point that you can't control them with physical force, then yes, you can escalate them up to mechanical, which is your PR-24 or your taser or sidearm. Unfortunately, at the time, when I was a deputy there was no tasers allowed, even for law enforcement.
Oh, really?
Huh.
So you just had to fight.
I'd almost rather fight a naked man for 30 seconds and get stuck in the Newark airport again. I think that's it.
Yeah.
On a layover, and I'm like, give me 30 seconds. Just get my flight on time.
All right, so wait. You're in the line to TSA, and they say, all right, you can wait in
I
line
was
for
stuck
an
there
hour.
for 5 hours, man.
We can wait
I'll
for an
take
hour.
30 seconds wrestling a naked dude.
You got to fight this naked dude over here for 30 seconds. We'll let you do. You're taking
I'm gang tackling him. I'm just going to try to hold him for as long as I can for 30 seconds, and I'm getting on my flight on time, and I'm going home.
What if it's that giant dude from your hometown?
Yeah, the guy that beat you up in the
I don't know
bathroom.
if I can hold him down.
Yeah, that's the issue. Depends on the size of the naked guy.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm fine with fighting a naked guy.
Would you take naked guy? Look, it's an hour waiting the TSA line. You're not in any hurry.
No.
You still got 2.5 hours for the flight. But
Or 30 seconds to scrap with a
30
naked
seconds
guy?
to scrap with the naked dude.
Is he just is he tiny? I mean, what's he
don't
look
know.
like?
It's just it's the guy that volunteered that day, right? So it's a TSA guy.
I got to see the guy.
But like Gary, today's your day. Gary strips naked, and he's like, bring it, homie.
I feel like most of the nudity I see on the street, like I'm fine with those dudes. I could
Street nude.
Right, you feel like you could knock them over, right? They're all strung out.
But they'll bite you, man.
But if it's just like a yoked up dude that happens to be like, yeah, I'm the guy you get to fight.
Well, the thing is,
Like,
naked
I'll wait.
crazy guy doesn't have a shank on him. Like crazy guy in general could be packing some type of weapon.
That's like downtown. They might be scrawny,
That's what I
but
mean.
like, man,
they got a knife on him.
I'm not messing with that guy.
They got a hammer with a claw, something.
And he's going to pull it out of the last place you expect.
Right.
He's going to pop a squat, pull
That's
a
why
hammer
I
out.
feel safer going after the naked guy.
All right.
Because that way I don't get stabbed.
I think we have an idea for TSA now. Like, look, one, it's very exciting for everyone in line. Because, I'm traveling with my family. Like, guys, I can't wrestle the naked guy today. I got my kids with me. But the good news is, while we're bored and you're getting unhappy and you're starting to get grumpy, like, hey, man, every 10 minutes, we get to watch a grown adult who's in a hurry fight a naked man in the airport for 30 seconds. I think it would be so much more interesting.
Yeah.
I really do. It'd be fascinating.
Other than a number one or number two, why is the bathroom important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Angela. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, hola, bicholas.
Hola.
Long-time listener, back from the Buzz days, first-time caller.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Well, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. I love you guys. So my story is on a bender, I took an Ambien and because I wanted to go to sleep. And instead, in my, Ambien stage, I decided to take a shower, apparently. This was retold to me the next day. While in the shower, when I was stepping to get out, the wall had one of those permanent porcelain soap dishes.
Yeah.
And my feet shot out from underneath me, and the back of my head slammed square into the lip of that porcelain dish. and split my head open. I was bleeding, I had wounds. They just bleed like crazy. Apparently, my fiance was like, he said, you kept asking, because the first thing I asked when I woke up was, oh my God, what happened to me? And he was like, you've been asking that all night long. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. I have to do my blow and go. Yeah.
Jesus.
That's the second person in 2 weeks is like, sorry, guys.
We've recently had this.
We had a guy last week, same thing, had to blow and go. Again, I'll tell you, do not use mouthwash if you have a blow and go because it'll pick up the alcohol.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a fun treat, when I'm trying to talk to somebody. Anyway, so I wake up with this head wound, and I look over at my fiance, and I was like, what happened to me? Oh, my God, what happened to me? I'm bleeding. I woke up on a towel soaked in blood, and he's like, you kept saying that all night last night. Kept saying that all night last night. I was like, I'm still asking what happened. And then he told me that story, and I'm like, oh, my God.
Did you go to the hospital at all?
Yeah, did you need stitches?
Oh, yeah. No, his very caring self just decided to let me bleed on the bed all night. And
See, man, I've heard some crazy stuff about it. Did you stop taking Ambien after that?
Absolutely. That was the last time.
Okay. Now, did you have any other weird experience? I've just never heard a positive Ambien story.
He got laid a lot that I don't remember, but.
So he has positive Ambien stories, but
Wow. Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not me. Not me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That stuff's crazy.
And is
I
it
just would eat some random stuff? But,
Are you the one? Are you the one were you the one who initiated it?
Yes, that's right. He was like, you keep trying to start stuff, and I feel weird about it. And I said, if it's Ambien, it's okay. If I say no, then no is no. No is no.
Yeah, of course.
Is Ambien prescription? Like, did a doctor give this to you, or can you buy it over the counter?
That's a prescription drug.
Yeah, no, you got. Unless you know how to get some on the street, no. But it was a prescription, and because I have insomnia, and no, never again.
Well, it sounds like the prescription drug is the problem, not the one on the street.
Yeah,
seriously, you can't get any worse than what they prescribe. I'm not saying.
No.
I'm sure for some people it's normal, but it seems like every time there's a side effect, the side effect is pretty extreme.
Sleeping pills to me are just kind of the end of the line.
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like there's a lot of celebrities when they finally check into a rehab. You had no idea they've been doing
the
drugs
last
for
thing
years.
they were on.
But it's like, I got hooked on sleeping pills. Or like, remember her story,
or NyQuil, or
her
anything.
story started with, I was on the end of a bender and couldn't sleep.
Right.
So I finally took one of these. So like,
let me hit my blow and go.
But I'm sure there's people that get it prescribed that could use it because they just legit don't sleep.
I wonder if you
Most
can
of
lower
the people I
dosage.
know, though, are closer to her who have been out partying for days on end, and then are like, I got to go to sleep. And it's like, Ambien will mess you up, but also like, your brain's already.
I've heard
drink more booze.
I've even heard Advil PM will mess you up.
When it first came out,
puts you in a fog.
I mean, NyQuil, I will say, to me, gives me a crazy dream every time I take some.
And you're just taking a normal dosage.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Other than number one and number two, why is the bathroom important to the story? 206-803-ROCK. We go to the Golden Arches with the head chef coming up for the World Cup, a McDonald's meal on Ted's Meat and Potatoes. But in the meantime, the game is Big Dummy 206-803-ROCK.
Or Macca's.
Yes,
Our visitors in town.
Hello, Harrison. Welcome to the men's room.
Liquor and whores.
Liquor and whores. Harrison, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober.
Okay. What are you doing, Harrison?
I just got done with the MRI. Found out I got a bunch of scratch fractures in my foot, and I got like a ripped tendon and all sorts of stuff. So I'm hanging out.
Okay. Man, that sucks. Okay, men's room poll. You're caught having sex in public. You're taking a Ferris wheel, beach, plane, or jacuzzi?
They're all bad, but I'll go with the beach.
Go for the beach.
Yeah, the beach.
All right.
All right, Harrison, here is your question. What does a sphygmomanometer measure? Sphygmomanometer. What does it measure?
How do you spell that?
How do you spell it? How do you spell it? SPHYGMOMANO meter. Sphygmomanometer.
Air density?
Give me a ballpark clue.
You go for routine doctor visit.
Okay. I'll say
bum temperature, man.
Oh, God. Your bone density?
Blood pressure.
Blood pressure.
Yep.
Okay.
That's sphygmomanometer.
Oh.
All right, your question. What time are all the clocks on the stuck on in the movie Pulp Fiction?
Never seen it, so 12 o'clock?
4:20.
4:20.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is 4:20.
Is that the same in Fight Club? No.
I don't know.
Weren't they all set to a time in Fight Club, though?
I think so.
Now it's bugging me. Google that for me, Ted.
Yeah, I'm on
killing me. In the meantime, your question, what is the best-selling ice cream flavor in the United States?
Vanilla.
Got it. Nice
Shout out to the Chicken Cowboy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Chicken Cowboy. Chicken Cowboy.
All right, what's saying there, Ted? I want to say there's a couple of movies where they do that. Where if you look at the clock, and most people don't look at the clocks in the background of a movie, but
maybe it's not.
Okay, never mind.
I could have sworn that was in that movie too, but it's obviously just Pulp Fiction.
Okay. Hello, Corey. Welcome to the men's room.
Montgomery!
Hola. Corey, sober or not sober?
Not sober.
All right, Corey, good for you. Okay, you're going to get caught having sex in public. You taking a Ferris wheel, beach, plane, or jacuzzi?
I'm going to do the beach at night in a cabana, man, not in the sand.
In a cabana. You're staying at a very nice resort.
Yeah.
Typically, the cabanas don't make it to the beach.
Or just a lawn chair or something,
All right,
you know.
Okay, that's fair.
Ooh, sex on a lawn chair. Getting after it.
That might be harder.
I think it would be.
Yeah, at that point, like, just get on the ground.
Better than a bathroom in an airplane. Those are nasty.
Yeah. Well, you're in there getting nasty, John.
I mean, look, man, if you're going to get laid, it doesn't matter. You can be in the bottom of a dumpster. Like, all right, let's do this.
The married life.
Yeah. So me and my wife have sex all the time. There's a dumpster. We'll climb in and have sex. That's for sure.
Trying to spice up the relationship.
So we start having dumpster sex.
Yeah.
All right, your question. Who painted The Scream?
Painted? I don't know. Arthur Washington.
Arthur Washington.
Van Gogh?
Munch.
Nope. Edvard Munch.
Oh. Munch.
Yeah, the Munch man.
You're a dirty German.
I'm the Munch man. I have dumpster sex. I think he called himself the Munch Man.
Oh, yeah.
You know me.
He did not call himself.
I think he did.
You've got to go out with the Munch Man, I'm telling you. She told all her friends.
I'm the Munch Man. I'm a painter. Yeah. All right, your question. What planet is referred to as the jewel of the solar system?
Oh, that would be Uranus, Rev.
I'll say Earth.
Saturn. I would have picked Earth. Maybe I'm just a little selfish like that.
Seems weird that we have more respect for a planet that doesn't even have us on it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
The jewel of the solar system. How about the one we're on?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking.
It's pretty dope.
Wait, what was the answer?
Saturn.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
All right, your question. What is the capital of the Netherlands? The capital of the Netherlands.
Oh, my goodness. My favorite team, my grandma and grandma were from there. It's got to be that pot-smoking region.
It is.
Amsterdam.
There it is.
All right.
The pot-smoking region.
Get out of your fog.
Have you seen the Dutch fans? So 20, 30 years ago, there's a World Cup in England.
All right.
So they bought one of those old double-decker buses, painted it orange, and they had it sent over there kind of as like a gimmick. It's been going on for 30 years. Like they take it everywhere. I think it took like months to get here to the States.
So they did get it here?
Oh, yeah. They show up at every World Cup with this giant orange double-decker bus.
Is that the version of the Coug flag, basically?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. I texted my daughter one point, like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm in Amsterdam. Getting ready to go to the museums. Right now, hanging out at a cafe and drinking mushroom tea.
Yeah.
And I know. That sounds like an awesome day.
Yeah, it does.
I like going to the museum anyway. But I mean, on mushroom tea.
Tripping on mushrooms, yeah.
Might take me a longer time to get through the damn thing. But
Well, my buddies did it, and then my one friend, like a couple months later, he was like, I thought we were being so original. And I was like, taking mushrooms and going to the museum? And like, it's pretty standard for people to go there.
They have a brochure.
Yeah.
Game is Big Dummy 206-803 Rock.
Hello, Kyle. Welcome to the men's room.
Fish sandwich.
Hola. Kyle, sober or not sober?
Fish sandwich.
Sober.
All right, Kyle, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our men's room poll in public. You're going to be caught having sex. You taking a Ferris wheel, beach, plane, or jacuzzi?
I'll do the beach. Cleanup is easy. Just jump in the water.
Okay.
I like it. Very practical. Very practical approach. All right, here's your question. In what country is the coldest permanently inhabited town on Earth?
Coldest. Russia?
That'd be my guess. Somewhere in Mongolia.
It is, in fact, Russia. It's some small village in Siberia, whatever. All right, one and done. But before we let you go, 50-50 question for you. Butter side down or butter side up, which way is buttered toast more likely to land?
I'm going to guess down.
Based on weight, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, it's not even the weight. So they did all these scientific tests. You would think it's the weight of the butter. They're like, it's not. It's just the simple fact that after you butter your bread, you don't typically put it butter side down on the counter.
Oh.
So when you drop it, based on the average distance from a countertop to the floor, it's going to land butter side down. They said if your kitchen counter were 12 feet up in the air, it's a little more 50-50.
Somehow the other day we got on the topic of powdered milk. I don't know how we got there. But I was thinking to myself, I think it was no, maybe not. Maybe it was the fact we brought up carnation. I cannot remember what it was.
I remember talking about powdered milk.
Yeah. So I'm like, so in my mind, carnation was the powdered milk that we grew up with.
Yes.
So I Googled where was powdered milk invented, thinking I would drop the knowledge. Hey, by the way, powdered milk invented just right up the road.
From a dry cow.
Incarnation. So I do the research, and it says, no, powdered milk. Invented in Siberia and Russia.
Oh,
so when you
okay.
looked that up, I was like, what?
Doesn't that kind of explain it, though? Because it's miserable. Nobody's happy
you don't have any cows
to
there.
have powdered milk, and no one that lives in that place in Russia is happy. Like, every picture you look, if they show a civilian, they are frowning.
Oh, yeah. Game is Big Dummy, 206-803 Rock.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola.
Justin, sober or not sober?
Sober, Miles.
All right, Justin, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, you're going to be caught having sex in public. You're taking a Ferris wheel, beach, plane, or jacuzzi.
I'm going to go with the Ferris wheel. I've been beach combers before, Miles.
I like you, man.
You going Ferris wheel?
I mean, here's the thing. If you do it on a plane and you get caught, there could be some FAA ramifications.
Right, it becomes a federal thing.
So
sure.
maybe that would interfere with me being able to fly, my TSA pre-check.
Yeah, I'd probably go away.
Whatever that is. So, beach, you're going to get arrested, probably get a ticket. Jacuzzi's the same deal. Ferris wheel, if you're going to get arrested, I just think that's the best way to go.
You think that's the one?
Yeah.
It's really, if you do it on a Ferris wheel and get busted, you're a news story. The beach, you're police blotter.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Justin. Here is
beach cover guys. Just give you a little honk of the horn and a thumbs up. At least that was my experience.
Yeah, they don't care. They just don't want to kill you.
Now they're looking for metal.
Yeah, exactly.
No, the big beach tractors that clean up.
Oh,
so he just gave you a thumbs up, kept driving by?
Yeah, got a little toot and a thumbs up as he drove by.
Sweet.
Should get a shirt that says that. I had sex on the beach. I got a toot and a thumbs up.
Don't forget I'm coming back. So get this over with.
KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Rescue workers spent nearly 3 hours extricating an American tourist weighing nearly 661 pounds from a cramped restroom after he fell and became trapped. A representative of the Fire and Rescue Police under the Da Nang City Police confirmed April 23rd the incident occurred in an apartment. At around 8:30 a.m., the Command Information Center received a report that a 64-year-old American had fallen in a bathroom and was unable to move due to his weight and being stuck. Rescue personnel were dispatched to the scene with specialized equipment. Authorities said the man is approximately 1.8 meters tall.
1.8, so like 5'9", 5'10".
Okay. They say the confined bathroom space combined with the tourist weight made standard extraction methods unfeasible. Rescue teams coordinated with local police and medical personnel to devise a plan using specialized equipment to safely remove him. By 11:10 a.m., the man had been removed to a safe location and transferred then to medical care. His condition was reported to be stable at the time.
Now, I don't know what his situation was, but they had one photograph from that quote-unquote rescue. It was only from the waist up, but he was shirtless. I do not know if he was naked or not, but based on the time in the morning, I'm like, he could have very well been naked, which, again, just makes the whole situation worse.
Our question, other than a number 1 or number 2, why is the bathroom important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Adam. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bicholas.
Hola.
So I have to preface my story. This is back in the 70s. So I was about 7 years old. I had to go take a bath. I forgot to get my towel off the rack. So I crawled out of the bathtub, stood up on the back of the toilet to get the towel, and way back in the 70s, my mom had like a paper-thin mirror that she kept on the counter, so when she did her hair, she could use it to see what the back of her hair looks like.
Yeah.
As I'm standing on the toilet, I slip off, hit that mirror, the mirror shatters, and I have somewhere between 8 and 12 shards go right into my side.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. It was paper thin, too. So I got taken to the hospital. Took a couple hours for him to dig everything out. And I got somewhere between 25 and 30 stitches.
And you said you were, what, 8 years old? How old were you?
About 7.
Okay. All right. That sucks.
And all, like, your rib cage side, didn't he go into your hip or anything higher?
Nope. It was, like, right in the middle between my waist and my armpit.
Jesus, man. Yeah, little kids in bathrooms. I locked probably 5 or 6. And the second floor of the house we lived in at the time had a bathroom. No big deal. I went into the bathroom and I locked it. And it's one of those standard locks. You know, you just twist the little pin. That's all it was. But for whatever reason, I could not figure out how to unlock it. And so my parents, they're trying, and my brother, everyone's on the other side of the door, trying to explain to me how to do this. For whatever reason, I cannot wrap my head around this concept. So I'm starting to freak out because I can't get out of the bathroom. And I hear my father say to my mother, like, I could, but I'm not kicking down the goddamn door for something that's dumb, right? Because she's like, just kick the door open. I wasn't in any danger. I'm just freaking out. He's not going to kick it open because he doesn't want to repair a bathroom door for something this dumb. So in the end, they said, just wait a minute. And I don't know what they're cooking up. And then I hear this ladder slam next to the bathroom window, and it's my neighbor. I wish I could remember his name. But anyway, this dude had to be like 80 years old then. And he comes climbing out, see his head kind of break over top of the window. He's got a bit of a smile on his face. He calms me down, right? He's a really nice guy. Walks over, unlocks the door. My mother gives me a hug, and I see my father just shaking his head slow with a bit of a smile. Basically, his way of saying, you are so stupid.
Couldn't get out.
Well, it's so dumb because I don't understand how I couldn't figure that out. And granted, the older you get, the simpler things seem. But, like, I locked it. My dad's like, do the opposite of what you did when you locked it. I could not wrap my head around it. So I was in there for like 30 minutes. And it freaked me the hell out. My mother said also, anytime I pooped when I was a kid, so Alka-Seltzer, their slogan at the time was a plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. As a child, I did not understand what Alka-Seltzer was for. Just on the commercial, people kind of grab their stomach, telltale sign, right? And then they would sing that jingle. So apparently, every time I pooped when I was a child, I would sing plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is, all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, it was weird, but it was stupid.
There's something with bathroom doors, though, and I don't know if it's because they get more action. I don't know. It just seems like sometimes when you go to somebody's house, like, I don't know if they're flimsy. Like, those locks are, I don't know. They don't see. Like on your front door, you got like a deadbolt.
Yeah.
You know, or you use like a key. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's not that unheard of. I mean, I'm with your dad. You should have been able to get out of there.
I thought you were giving me some sympathy, man.
Well, I'm saying I can fathom how as a child it happened. Your dad's still right.
Yeah.
But also, like, I don't know what it is. Even like yesterday, I was at a buddy's house, and he has one of those half bathrooms with the little, what do you call it, pocket door.
Yeah.
And I could hear my buddy, and like the locks just not working or whatever. I mean, right? I'm just sitting there.
Was he
laughing.
stuck in there?
He wasn't stuck, but it took a minute.
Yeah. We used to go to my great. Before we went to my grandmother's, we went to my great grandmother's for Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
All right. But the whole family came for Thanksgiving, and they had just gotten brand new carpet in the house.
Okay.
Which, if you are a kid, your shoes are off the whole deal.
Instantly, yeah.
Thanksgiving, we had a tradition among the cousins, and even like the uncles would get involved. We would go out no matter what and play football because they had a big ass yard.
Sure.
And we would go out and throw around for a while, and then eventually we get into a game. And it was like lightly raining or whatever the deal is. So there's a basement door to get into the house.
Yeah.
They preferred we use that as kids all the time anyway. Take your shoes off, take your socks off, take off anything dirty before you go upstairs.
Right.
And that's just the way it goes. My great grandmother, unbeknownst to me, always used the basement toilet.
Okay.
Now, the basement toilet did not have any walls around it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just a toilet that sat wherever that drain was in the corner. And that's where you used the bathroom. And I think she had a stand-up shower beside it, but there was no walls around that.
No
either.
walls, no doors, no curtains.
It was just a thing that dropped down, and all the water went into the drain. So it was like me and my cousin David and Daryl, and we walked in there, man, and Grandma is just dropping a heater. I mean, and she looks at us, we're like, because we never really thought that anybody used that toilet.
Right.
For whatever reason, I'm not even sure.
Because you wouldn't think anyone would want to use that toilet.
And it's one of those basements that's like the ceiling on it is like 6 feet at the most.
Right.
It was not finished, obviously. It was just to me it was like a crawl space. But they kept all their canned goods down there. She would jar
Open toilet.
peppers, tomatoes, all that stuff down there. There was a workshop down there, and then there's this toilet. But it was just so weird to walk in there and see. And she was like, "Guys, take off your socks before you walk up the steps."
Oh, she's talking to you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She didn't care. She did not care at all. But that memory of just her sitting on that toilet in the basement just burned into my brain.
I've had that. It was not a relative, but there's a mall in Baltimore called Mondawmin Mall. And it's in kind of a bad hood. But it has a very large bathroom for a mall. It had to be like 18 stalls just lined this one wall. Right? Urinals are on one side, but the stalls, they just go down the entire length of it. Because there's so much criminal activity there, namely drugs, gun sales, all this kind of thing, they took all of the doors off of the stalls. And I had to go in there and use the bathroom. And I just remember you open the door, and once you turn the corner, you had to keep walking to find an open stall because I had to poop. But every stall I look in, there's just a brother taking a dump. And I mean, they're mean mugging you. And it's like, man, I'm not looking at you because I want to check out what's going on. I'm just looking for an open stall, but it's so weird. So I finally find the stall that's empty. There's people on one side of me, there's people on the other, and you hear the bathroom door open. And I don't know, it's just a weird feeling because you hear them doing the same thing you did, right? Slow footfalls. They're obviously looking. You wish someone else would leave so they don't have to come by you. And sure enough, here's some little skinny brother peeks in. "Oh, my bad, man." I'm like, what? But yeah. he just keeps saying it as he goes down. I'm like, please. Put doors.
There wasn't a
back
door.
on the stall.
I don't think there was a door on any stall all through my educational years.
They took them off.
Yeah, I mean maybe in college.
Well, sure.
But other than that, there wasn't. You want to.
Why?
That's why it was such a. You did not want to use the bathroom at school.
You think that was their deterrent? Keep your ass in class?
Well, obviously something happened. I mean, even if you're smoking, I can see smoke coming out the top.
You know what they're doing in there.
And look, in elementary and junior high, we did not really have that big of a drug culture.
No.
That was not like a problem.
I mean, I don't think most.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know what the deal was. They just didn't put any doors on them at all. I've told this story before. Probably, 7, 8 years ago, my dad is staying at my house. We go out drinking at 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning. He's shaking me in bed. He's like, Miles, get up. I'm like, what is going on? He's like, I broke the toilet.
Cool.
When he went into the bathroom, he fell into the pedestal. He didn't even use the bathroom. I mean, the bowl was full. Like he didn't. It was full. He falls into it and cracks it into like 5 or 6 different pieces. It just disintegrates, and water is pouring out of this thing. And when I woke up, I was in a daze. I was like, what happened? He was like, I don't know. And I'm like, come on.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The sink just broke.
Yeah, I have a...
Damn, it's third.
I can't... I start spinning the knob to shut it off, and it's stripped. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I run all the way downstairs, and at this point in time, I had never shut off the water main in that home.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to find it. So I'm digging through the garage, trying to find where this switch is. It's in the corner. I finally find this thing and shut it off. But that doesn't stop all the water that's already in the line of continuing its path.
Which generally what? Follows electricity?
I run up the steps, and water is cascading through the lights.
Recessed lighting?
In my living room. It's raining. The lights, by the way, are on because I turned the lights on. So I'm like, oh my God, like we're all going to die. Like I'm going to start an electrical fire or some crap. Go upstairs and finally figure out that it's a push-pull unit on the toilet to shut off the water.
So it's not stripped. You got to push it to pull it.
You got to push and pull it. So, okay, now keep in mind, my then wife is out of town.
Oh,
all right?
cool.
Well, she knew from the last time that my dad came in town that it probably would be better to just let us do our thing.
Oh, so she intentionally.
Oh, yeah. As soon as she found out he was coming, she left. Well, she was just like, maybe I'll go spend time with my family.
Yeah.
It was one of those things because she knew what we were going to do. We were going to do whatever we wanted to do. And that's just my dad. And he gives zero F's about anything.
Yeah, right.
So, at any rate, the water's cascading down. I am freaked out. But I do know this. I've got like 3 or 4 days to maybe get this cleaned up.
Before the wife gets back.
Yeah. So I end up the next morning at a rental center on Aurora, and I've got like 4 of these giant fans.
I know exactly where you went.
That they use to dry out stuff. So I'm like, okay, man, I got this. She is never going to know. Go to Home Depot. They had a guy that could come down and install a new toilet within 2 days.
Okay.
So I get this guy to install the toilet. Now that's patched up. All right. Things are slowly starting to dry out. I've got all the windows open. I don't remember what time of year this was, but so I start looking at the hardwood floor in the living room. It was so soaked that the boards then started to bow up.
Right.
In other words, where every seam was, it was like you were looking at a wave, at an ocean on the floor of how the wood had curled. So now, like I can't hide this.
Yeah.
So we ended up.
I like that we revert to childhood when it's our wives. Like, first thing we got to do is hide this and pretend it never happened.
I was just trying to cover for her because that's kind of why she left. Because she knew something
bad was going to happen.
Something was going to happen. It always does. So at any rate,
what happened earlier in the day?
We went to the PI, got hammered.
Right.
You know, but the problem was they had to come in. They had to resand all of the floors in the house. All the hardwood had to be resanded. We had to move all the furniture, which was just a pain in the ass. We had bookshelves. We had the whole deal. Had to move everything out of there, and then they came and they had to sand it down. My entire house kind of looked like E.T. You know,
with all the plastic draping
crap and all the stuff. They came and they sanded the floor down and then put the stain back on, all that crap. We spent, I want to say, 5 to 6 nights in a hotel room. Now, at the time, I cannot remember what was going on in Seattle, but whatever it was, every room was full, and they were at the most expensive that they could have been.
Of course.
So at this point in time, I don't know if it was ridiculous. It was like $300 a night.
Was it just summertime?
I don't remember. It doesn't sound like much now. For Seattle,
but relative, sure.
But then it was just a ton. We stayed down here at the Marriott down at South Lake Union. It was like $325 a night.
All right,
for a week. My insurance would cover a little bit of it, but based on the fact that it was in fact an accident.
A man-made accident.
Correct. It wasn't anything.
Right.
So they didn't take care of the entire deal. But I think by the time it was all said and done, the bill was somewhere around $4,000. Just for that one visit for him coming in.
Yeah, but don't visit me anymore.
$4,000.
It'd be cheaper for me to fly to you and stay at a hotel than it is for you to visit my home.
You have I don't think I got laid for months.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, she was so pissed off. She never wanted me to, have anybody over again because I had to be honest with you, I had maybe her brother over about a month before that, and that got real bad with him. So we were
he's his own unique individual.
So we were kind of at the point where maybe no family coming in for a while. Man, God, that sucked.
Yeah.
That sucked. Other than a number one or number two, why is the bathroom important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
I remember when I first moved to New Orleans, the first day I got keys to my apartment, and assuming you don't own a home, a lot of the places you live, you just live above a bar. That's just how the city's built. So I'm like, cool, I get the keys, I go in. I have zero furniture. Basically, I have a bag that has my clothes, and that's my starting point here in New Orleans. But there's a broom leaning against the wall. I'm like, cool. And this had very high ceilings, and I see this dead roach stuck to the wall. They call it a palmetto bug. It's also like the Florida woods roach. They're huge. It's humid. They're massive. So I took the broom, and I brushed this thing off, and it starts falling to the floor. And then you hear, poof, and it rights itself and starts flying around. So I'm like, I am ill-equipped to deal with this right now. I did not expect that. So I physically left the apartment. Went downstairs to the bar. That's where I met some people that remain friends to this day. And I said, hey, man, there was like this big-ass roach. And like, oh, man, that's a palmetto bug. You know, they're harmless. I'm like, I'm sure they are, man. But like, I've just never seen a roach that big in my life. And I do not come from a place that has flying roaches, which to me ups the ante. So I stayed down there for a couple of hours. Go back into the apartment. There's no sign of this bug. I'm like, cool, but I'd cracked a few windows. I just assumed it flew out. Next morning, I get up. I'm going to take a shower. I am now butt naked. I turn on the water, step into the bathtub. I close the shower curtain. This freaking thing is on the shower curtain, but it's inside, right? So I'm just like, oh, no. And again, I know they're harmless. I cannot explain how I felt in that moment. This big ass, it's moving just enough to creep you out. Right. But the water's running, but I'm standing against the wall, so the water's not even touching me. There's a stream of water between me and this giant ass roach, and I'm just staring at it like, I know this is ridiculous, but I don't know what to do to deal with the situation because I don't want to step toward it again. If this thing lands on me, I'm going to scream like a bitch. I have zero problem admitting it, and that inevitably is what this whole situation is about. So I'm in there for like 20 minutes just trying to figure out what do I do? The water has now gone cold, but I don't want to move. I don't even want to touch the water. I don't want to get this thing's attention to land on me. I don't even think that's their MO, but I don't know this. At the time, I was looking at this giant-ass bug on the shower curtain, and like I said, he wouldn't leave the shower. He'd move a little bit to let me know he's alive and looking at me, but like, oh, I'm standing here with you, naked boy. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. So basically, I grabbed both sides of the shower curtain, just crush it shut, and then like body tackle the shower curtain and the rod off of the wall, go over top of the bathtub. I'm naked on the floor on top of the shower curtain, and I am screaming at this thing. Drag it out, open my balcony doors, because you got a nice little balcony, and threw the whole freaking thing out there. There's people on the street below. So they're looking up at a naked screaming man. And I'm like, I know this is ridiculous, but honestly, like, I didn't know any other way to deal with this situation.
Jesus.
Yeah, honestly, man, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh no, it cannot be me and you, man. And yeah, I think I may have crushed it in the shower curtain. I don't know, because I never used the shower curtain again. It went over the balcony, onto the street, did not care. That's night one in New Orleans.
Other than a number one or number two, why is the bathroom important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
I almost didn't make it in here today.
What happened?
I took my temperature and I got a little fever.
A fever?
Uh-oh. Little World Cup fever.
Oh, the World Cup fever.
Yeah.
I do. Been watching the match.
Is it FIFA or FIFA? You got a World Cup FIFA.
It's a FIFA fever.
FIFA.
But obviously, I think a lot of us have been watching the games.
Sure, a little bit.
I'll tell you what. Having 9 p.m. starts for a sporting event, live sporting event for us on the West Coast, it's just awesome. Reminds me of the old Pac-12 After Dark days.
Ooh.
But no, it's been fun. I think one of the greatest things, I've talked about it multiple times, is that a lot of people, Europeans, I always say Europeans. There's Asians too. Japan's here. There's Africans.
South America. Yeah, everybody.
Everybody.
But except Antarctica.
Yeah, they never qualify. They don't even field a team.
I know.
They're awful. Yeah, it's something about their practice facilities. But a lot of the big things has been, like I've seen a lot of videos of the Japanese people down in Texas eating barbecue.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of Europeans we've talked about. They fell in love with Buc-ee's, right? They've been to Cracker Barrels, this and that. But
Mexican food, nachos.
Now, granted, I'm sure a lot of them in their countries have this, but one of the most Americana things we have is McDonald's.
That's right.
So obviously, everybody, McDonald's is partner up with the FIFA World Cup, and they got some special meals.
All right.
All right. So today we have the special meals in the studio. Hang on, Miles. Do not open that cup.
Do not open the cup.
I'm setting up for the cup reveal.
Okay.
All right. So they have a couple special
Sound like
meals.
a parent. Do not open that cup.
I cannot open this cup.
Wait until we get home.
Yeah.
I cannot open this cup.
Try to do this correctly. All right. So here's the deal. The meals you can get a Big Mac, 10-piece nugget, whatever.
All right.
It includes Big Mac sauce. All right. Fries, you get a drink or whatever. Now here's the deal. Also, they've never put, I don't think, Mac sauce in a dipping cup like that.
I don't think they have.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's their big thing.
That is kind of the thing.
Sure.
And then the cup.
Can I open it now?
Just say
Hang
no.
on.
Make them wait.
No. Put it back in the damn bag.
Mike, did you eat any French fries on your drive back?
No.
See? That's my rule.
Right. And we try to follow it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Here's the deal, though. They also come with cups, all right? Every adult meal. These are adult meals, by the way.
These are not for the kids.
Well,
I guess
kid
you
can eat them.
Right, okay.
Right, but kids usually get like a cheeseburger and a Happy Meal. You can get a Big Mac.
Punks.
Right? Okay. Now, the funny part is, though, is that as they say, every World Cup adult meal comes with one of several randomized, highly collectible plastic cups. The cup lineup includes legends like David Beckham.
Okay. Ooh.
Get out of the bag.
I did get out of the bag.
Tell you what, son.
Okay.
I'll turn this car around.
All right. So we got David Beckham. We got Beckham.
You got Beckham. You guys all know David Beckham.
Yep.
Sure.
Who do I talk about all the time? French and Arsenal legend, Thierry Henry. All right. Legend. An American legend in the making. Could be the greatest American player ever. Plays in Italy right now. He scores goals.
Messi.
American. Christian Pulisic.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Right? Another legend. Let's see. I'm not positive how to say his last name, so just say Hungman's son.
Hungman's son.
Hungman's son. All right. Hey. Son of the Hungman.
He's doing all right.
There's a couple names I'm not greatest with. Lamine Yamal.
Sure.
These are all soccer legends. Also, Ronaldinho, right? Great Brazilian. Or Grimace.
Seriously?
That's
it? That's
I
it?
love the way they set it up. It could be any of these soccer legends. Or Grimace.
I want Grimace, man. I hope I get Grimace.
I'm hoping for a Thierry Henry Cup. So let's start. Miles, since you just can't help yourself.
Okay.
You go last. Throw, let's see what cup you got.
Almost cut.
Oh. Yeah,
am I allowed to eat?
You can have a fry.
All right.
I'm just diving into my fries over here, man. I don't even care.
Yeah, you're all right. Hey, Mike, you're fine.
I hoofed it all the way down there and back, man.
It helps
You're
to
fine.
be,
You got good grades.
helps to be the oldest.
Rules don't apply.
Thank
Eagle Scout.
Don't stop being the oldest.
You're right, Miles is right. You're an Eagle Scout. All right, Thrill. What cup did he get? A soccer legend or did he get Grimace?
I think. All right, so I'm not sure who this guy is. It's the Hung Yun Sun. Hung Yun. Hung Young Sun.
All right. I believe he used to play at Tottenham too.
Now, I wonder if they changed the backgrounds or if each guy gets, because the background of this is kind of like a mashup of a tiger face, all right?
All right.
Pretty cool. They got the golden arches on the side. Then I'm guessing that's one of his victory moves. Kind of do the Vogue, if you will.
Yeah.
And then also, why is he wearing like a Batman mask? Like, I don't know anything about this guy. I'm sure all the images they have are something relevant.
He got hurt and he had to wear that mask for a while. I'm sounding like I don't really know my soccer.
Okay.
All right, Mike, let's see what cup you got.
All right, let's get this thing. Here we go.
Oh, I got fries and nuggets.
Yeah, you got fries. Remember, the meal you
fries
can
and
get
nuggets?
you can get a Big Mac or nuggets. It comes with fries and you get the special Mac sauce.
Yeah, so you get a Big Mac or you get nuggets.
What did I get?
All right, come on, Mike. Let's see what you got.
Come on, give me Grimace. Please give me Grimace.
I like you're holding out for Grimace.
I want a Grimace.
I'm giving Grimace.
Well, it's not Grimace.
Who is it?
It is Davies.
Oh, I forgot to mention him.
Alfonso Davies.
Yes. There you go.
Look at that. Yeah.
Jay, what team's he on?
Legend. He's on a red team.
Okay, go.
All
red
right,
team.
Miles, let's see who you got.
What about you?
You're right. I did say you go last.
Yes, right.
All right.
I'm following directions.
Come on. Terry on Ray. Terry on Ray.
You're going to get Grimace.
I am.
No, you're not.
If it's Grimace, I'm trading.
Go. Thurl and I got the same guy. Son.
All right.
He's thriving.
You got Hungman Sung.
Hungman Sung.
Yeah, I'll give this to
All right.
Keith or BT. They were
Grimace.
Tottenham.
Come on, Grimace. Come on, Grimace. If I don't get this, I'm going to have a grimace on my face.
You haven't before?
No way. You did it?
Uh-oh. Who'd I get?
Should say on the.
Oh, I got Beckham.
Oh,
No way.
That's pretty good.
David Beckham.
I got David Beckham. I know who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always a plus. All right. Very
That's
cool.
pretty awesome. You got David Beckham. Legendary soccer player.
Bex.
All right. Now let's dive into the food. Thrill, you had the nuggets. I have nuggets too. I want to see this fancy new mac sauce they got going.
I haven't dipped it yet, to be honest with you.
I got a lot of stuff happening here. I didn't even know they had creamy chili sauce.
You never had the creamy chili?
No. Yeah.
It's pretty good, man.
Really? I've never had it either.
I go to McDonald's every once in a while.
All right. You do well.
You got a lot of creamy chili, baby.
I do.
Can I have a bite of my Big Mac?
Go ahead. Okay. I mean, I think you're used to the flavor of a Big Mac.
Oh, that's always.
I got tangy barbecue.
Tangy barbecue.
Man, I hope we got some of this mac sauce in here. Thanks.
I can't imagine I got it.
Or that would be odd.
I did get mac sauce.
All right,
have a Big Mac.
Let's see that container. Oh, see, it is gold.
The Big Mac is my favorite burger. There's no doubt about it.
Look at that thing, man.
I get it every single time I go. You know, sometimes you want to change your order. I always get a Big Mac no matter what.
Does anyone change their order at McDonald's?
I do every once in a while, but I always
don't.
get a Big Mac.
It's always the same thing. That's the only reason I'm there.
I did a while back because they took my item off the menu. I had the Big and Tasty back when I was a kid, dude. I loved that thing.
Where'd you go to?
I switched over. Shoot, I might have just switched over to the Big Mac.
I think,
That was my
honestly,
mom's
for
number
me,
one
it
go-to.
depends on where I'm at. Like, if I'm eating McDonald's at home, then I'll probably get, like, a Big Mac or nuggets or something. But if I'm road tripping it, sound a little strange. No fries, large Sprite, one fish sandwich, one cheeseburger.
All right.
Wow.
Can
Okay.
I try this Big Mac sauce?
Yeah. All right, take it.
Go for it.
I'm 2 cheeseburgers, chocolate shake, dude.
I need one of your nugs.
Fries optional.
Yeah, get the nug and the Big Macs. So remember years ago on the anniversary of the Big Mac, they sold bottles, but they were hard to find.
Yeah.
This is the first time I ever remember them individually packaging mac sauce, especially for dipping.
Also, YouTubers, this is the best shape of nugget right here. That's the best one.
That was a 4 shapes?
Yeah.
I believe they call that the boot.
The boot. And I agree. I love that one since I was a kid. You got the boot, the ball. Is there a bone?
Bell?
The bell.
I mean, what is this?
That's a nugget.
There's no shape. It's like a teardrop.
That's that's kind of like the classic guy.
That's good.
I like to call the boot my my paisan.
Paisan.
Well, Italy's shaped like a boot.
All right, I got 1 boot.
All right. Are you going to dip it in the mac sauce or are you going to try some other sauce?
I did. I tried it in the mac sauce. Pretty good.
All right. Miles, what do you think? You're kind of the McDonald's expert.
I love it. I mean,
I'm about to say, are you just hitting the logo here?
No, I'm not. I'm being dead
He's
serious.
like, I'm dead ass, man. I love that thing. Like I said, the cups are pretty cool. Miles, I'm impressed. I'm dead serious. Of course you got the backup one.
I'm going to bend it.
But like I said, they got that going for a while, and it's a good, hey, if you like soccer, it's worth collecting the cups.
Sure.
And then also, get some of that fancy new mac sauce. And it's in that gold container, like it's like the World Cup trophy.
I don't know if you know this. Is that something they're going to continue doing? Making the mac sauce available as a dipping sauce. They should. I mean, look, McDonald's, obviously you know how to play the game. You've been around for a hot minute. But one of the things that all the other fast food places do, like, if you like our sauce, we'll give it to you on the side.
I'm telling you.
The mighty 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle. Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
911 call to Gatlinburg, Tennessee turned into an unusual direct reminder that when people and wildlife share spaces, strange things can happen. Instead of finding a person trapped in the bathroom, responding officers discovered a black bear that had somehow locked itself inside, according to Fox News. Gatlinburg police officers arrived at the downtown Quality Inn and Suites at 2:30 in the morning.
Jesus.
On a Friday night. after a hotel employee reported a bear inside an exterior bathroom. Video from the scene shows officers opening the bathroom door and allowing the confused bear to wander down the sidewalk. Officers and bystanders stepped aside while making noise to gently encourage the animal along. Now, the bear did not seem to be interested in any people, and the situation ended without injuries. According to the police report, the only notable damage was a broken mirror, with losses estimated at $50.
Not so bad.
But the bear has 7 years of bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
That's also not that crazy for Gatlinburg. That's near like Dollywood and stuff like that.
Okay.
There's bears. Like sometimes there's just videos of bears walking down the street.
I think it'd have been great through the other side of the door. They just heard. That's a smart bear.
They say the Great Smoky Mountains region is home to roughly 1,900 black bears. Right. Town sits directly alongside their habitat.
There you
go. They say in tourist-heavy gateway towns like Gatlinburg, hotels, parking lots, roads, trash bins, and food odors can all draw bears closer to people. But this one got trapped in the bathroom and somehow managed to lock the door. So our question, other than a number one or number two, why is the bathroom important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
See, man?
I'd say that bear's as smart as 5-year-old me. I can lock it.
Damn it. All right.
I don't know how to unlock it.
See, now, child, you was dumb as a bear.
I sympathize with that bear now. That bear is perfectly smart. Hello, Brock. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
All right. So I'm dating this girl. We're still together now, but this is the beginning of our relationship. And it happened 3 different times, but this time, so we're taking a shower together. You know, it's the beginning of the relationship. You do all that fun stuff, you know, get naked and take a shower and fool around. And we're in this rental that I have, and it's one of those small showers that has the curtain on it. So, you know, you barely step over to get into the shower. And, Yep. So it's one of those. And we're in there showering, and all of a sudden, she faints. And I don't know if you've ever catched a person when they faint, the dead weight, it's heavy. And we both just went down, tangled up in the shower curtain, fall out of the shower, and down onto the floor. Luckily, you know, nobody cracked anything. We didn't hit her head on anything.
You said she did this multiple times?
It happened 2 other times before that. And it usually involved, like, drinking or something else that we were doing, but I don't know. It was weird. It hasn't happened since then, but yeah, it happened 2 other times.
Did you worry about her taking a shower by herself at that point?
Well, no, it wasn't like it was a frequent thing. It was just, I don't know. It was strange because I watched her do it the first time we were at our ski cabin, and I wasn't there to catch her that time, and she just fainted and just went down, and she actually smacked herself on that one on the counter and hit her head. But
look, man, I'm not saying it happens a lot. But 3 times in any lifetime fainting in the shower is more than most. I would be paranoid about that every time. And is it only the shower? Does she faint in any other scenario?
No. The other times where it's just, one time we were outside sitting by a fire, and another time we were at our ski cabin. So,
are you dating a fainting goat? I feel that's a fair question.
I don't know. She never really had that issue before we met, so I don't know what the deal was. I think there was something that was new into her life that I'm not going to talk about, but...
all right. I see you handling your business. She started passing out.
Just the thought of it, she gets woozy.
You mean to tell me that she never brought the airplane in for a landing, so to speak, until you arrived at the scene?
No, I'm not saying that. It was...
but yeah...
extracurricular stuff, kind of.
All right.
I don't want to get her. I don't want to get her in trouble.
No, whatever she's into.
Wow. All right.
Good times.
Yeah, I'd be worried about that.
God, I cannot tell you the last time I took a shower with somebody. It wasn't like at the gym. No, I mean, dead serious. Like he's like at the beginning of the relationship, it's early on, blah, blah, blah. And I get that. I just cannot tell you the last time that's happened.
I think like the first time I was in Mexico with my wife, so probably 16 years ago. That was a baby-making trip, right? So that's the only way I can gauge that, because like, we did not have kids, but I know that at the end of that trip, we had a kid on the way. Right. And we knew the night, because oddly enough, as we were having sex that night, and we knew we wanted to have kids. That's not why I was having sex with her. That's why she was letting me have sex with her, but that's not why I was having sex. And I remember midway through coitus, she looks at me, and she says, "You realize if I get pregnant," which, by the way, ladies, That's the most romantic thing you can say while you're having sex. If I get pregnant, this will be the date my daughter's born. It's November 13th. And I stopped for a second, looked at her, and said, like, you are effing insane. Just shut up. My daughter was born November 13th.
Really?
Dude, I'm telling you, my wife's creepy. Because, I mean, we're just having sex. She's like, if I get pregnant, it'll be on this date. I'm like, what? You don't know. What are the odds of that? And then sure enough, the exact date she said was the day my daughter was born. So I'm pretty sure my wife's into voodoo or something.
Well, when you travel, your bathroom schedule gets a little wanky.
Sure.
Depending on anything. So I went down with my kids to Mexico, and this was more rural than not. And the hotel that we were staying at, most of the town, the entire town, you could not flush any toilet paper down the the toilet. And I had never heard of this before. It was not in the brochures. Nobody told me this. But when you walked into the bathroom, they had a standard garbage can for just whatever paper waste you had. Then they had another garbage can for your toilet waste. Also, it didn't have a lid on it.
Oh, really?
This is not like one of those women's feminine hygiene boxes.
I completely pictured
that you find it in a bathroom. This is just a trash can, and there's a sign.
It's just gross
for each one of them,
dude.
And man, I'm telling you, just letting go of the paper into that trash can, I can't. I just sat there and held it like I couldn't. It
violates everything you believe should be true in this moment.
Right. And as soon as I did this, I took the plastic liner out of the trash and I tied it up, and I'm walking down the steps to go to wherever I can find a trash can.
Was it full, or was it just because you would put your poop?
No, it was empty. I mean, it was just me. But I didn't want it to stay in there. So then I went to the front desk, and I was like, "Do you guys have any more liners for your trash cans?" And they're like, "Well, which one?" I was like, "Oh, the one you use the bathroom in." And they're like, "Oh, yeah, we'll give you a bunch of those." So they gave me a bunch of those. So that felt a little bit more comfortable.
Did you wrap it every time you went to the bathroom?
Yes.
Did your kids? In other words, did you go in there after them and like, okay, obviously they've handled their business.
At this particular location, they were in a separate room.
Okay.
So they had to handle that on their own. Thank God. But I mean, I'm telling you, that would just absolutely freak me out.
What about in the morning? Sometimes I feel like in the morning, you're not positive. Sometimes you got to go a couple rounds.
Well, yeah,
the morning like that this morning. But like for me this morning, it was like I told Miles, it was Father's Day, and my wife hooked up a smoked paprika cream sauce with mussels and chorizo. All right, that was a gift to me. I devoured this stuff. I rarely go back for seconds, but I went back in there, had 2 bowls of this. I woke up this morning, and the way I felt was that I had 2 bowls of smoked paprika cream sauce with mussels and chorizo, and it was just bad, right? But I thought I was done. Maybe 10 minutes later. So basically, the routine is go to the bathroom, get up, go to the home office, start prepping for work. I'm sitting there for about 10 minutes, and I'm like, I got to go back now. Yeah. I mean, but I didn't know there was more. So I just feel like if I were in that place, I'd have taken out the liner.
No, it happened.
And they would see me 10 minutes later, like, sir, at this point, you're wasting liners. Like, bro, it's
okay. So the second or third day we are there. All right, I'm pretty schooled on all the things that I need to do as far as what to do and what not to do. And I woke up in the morning, in the middle of the night, and I had the worst situation going on with my stomach. I mean, my bowels. I mean, I was on that toilet from 3:00 in the morning until about noon the next day.
Damn.
So I'm having a real, and trust me when I say this, no disrespect to the area, the toilet paper was not the highest quality.
Is it one ply, single ply?
It was terrible. And it was just like sandpaper, and I mean, I'm getting more raw and more raw, and my gut is just messed up. So I kind of got to know the manager, the woman who was...
I bet you did.
Well, the woman who was...
Trust Leonard, man.
Well, you got to remember this hotel had maybe 12 rooms.
Yeah.
So, and they also had a restaurant in there, and those people cooked for you and everything else. It was a nice little setup. But she said, do you think it was food poisoning? I'm like, no, I don't. And I'm like, look, I'm following all the rules. I'm drinking bottled water, I'm doing all these things. I'm not eating my ice. And she's like, are you brushing your teeth in the sink? And I was like... yeah. And she's like, are you using the water from the fountain? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, You can't really do that. This is not, we don't really have a water filtration system on this little island. She's like, it's the water we have, which sometimes mixes with other things. I don't know what you got in you.
Other things. You know what that means.
Bacteria, poop.
Other things.
Exactly. And so I was like, oh, that's right. Brushing your teeth. So that from that point on, bottled water to brush your teeth, bottled water to rinse out.
And you were good?
Yeah. Yeah, never even thought about it.
No, because brushing your teeth is just...
But you're not thinking about the amount that gets in you.
No, and think about it. That little bit from brushing your teeth versus drinking a glass of it.
Yeah.
And think about that.
That's like some of the tourists now, their whole thing is, right? Like, and I know it's one of the holiest rivers in the world, the Ganges, right?
Ew, man.
But it's also full of bad stuff. And people go over there and they talk to these medicine men or whatever, and then people get in there and they're like, well, I'm not drinking the water. It's like, yeah, but you're swimming it. Some of it is getting in, and they get violently sick.
You hear about this every year, right? Because I want to say one time of the year, there's like this massive migration there for whatever festival they do, and tens of thousands of people get into this river, and then thousands of those tens of thousands end up sick with something. Yeah. Like, they don't die, but they got bacterial infection, all this. If you have any small open cut,
you're
like, man, do not get in that water.
Mm-hmm. Other than a number one or number two, why is the bathroom important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Derek. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, fellas.
Hola.
So I was up in Wenatchee, and I had a small apartment with a roommate, and there was a girl that didn't live too far away. We invited her over for drinks and hang out. I think it was like 4th of July or something. And she ends up getting rather drunk, and we're all getting a little buzzed, and she walks away, and she's like, I got to go use the bathroom, and we're outside, and the door's open. I peek in, and I see her in the kitchen, and she's, like, bent over in the refrigerator.
Oh, no.
And I'm kind of confused, like, oh, it's hot outside. So I'm like, she's sitting in the refrigerator to cool down. And I go, hey, Sammy, what are you doing? She goes, I'm peeing. And I go, no, you're not. Yeah, so she thought the refrigerator was a toilet.
That's amazing.
All right.
Wow, man.
And this is in the middle of the day?
Yeah, I mean, close to 5, 6 o'clock or whatever.
See, I've done this waking up in the middle of the night, kind of semi-conscious, and peed in areas that were not the toilet.
But never a
but not during the day when I'm still up and conscious to some degree.
What food got hit by her stream?
You know, we were just pretty much baking chicken and those Normandy vegetables from Costco. So thankfully, in barbecue sauce, I mean, I kid you not, we lived on that. Like, it was special when we got a different barbecue sauce. So there wasn't a whole lot to get peed on in that refrigerator, but, you know, yeah.
Still, yeah.
It was fun cleaning it out, I guess. I'm like, yeah, you know, I've never thought I'd clean up pee from a grown adult out of a refrigerator.
Did you ever have a similar experience like this again?
Did you invite her back over?
She did not come back over. She actually avoided us for a while, and, you know, I was telling her, I was like, it's all right, you know, things happen. She was a cool chick to hang out with, but she was definitely embarrassed after that. And
I figure.
Yeah. To say the least, I wouldn't let her in the kitchen, though, probably ever again.
Alice Springs chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Other than a number one or number two, why is the bathroom important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Grant. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola. So I was a sewer pipeliner technician a couple of years back, and I remember one vividly. It is trapped in my head. We were down in, I believe it was Tacoma, not too far from the port of Tacoma, and the house is down there. I mean, it's a somewhat decent-ish area, and we show up to the job site. Hole's already dug, sewer's already open. And knock on the door, tell the customer, like, hey, if you could please refrain from flushing anything down the toilets, please. That'll help us immensely. So we're down in the hole, and we're shooting our liner, getting everything done. And next thing you know, you just see this thing floating down the center of the pipe. And it's this purple thing, and it's got, like, brown smudges on it. I asked my coworker, I'm like, hey, what do you think that is? And he's like, dude, that's a vibrator. Oh, no way. You're kidding, man. You're kidding. He's like, nope, that's exactly what it is. puts his rubber gloves on and fishes it out of there and throws it out of the hole. I'm just like, didn't we tell him not to use anything? And he's all like, yeah, I mean, people got to go to the bathroom. They got to go to the bathroom. So you're like, all right, cool, whatever. We'll just keep working. Next thing you know, you just see like these, what looks like corn start coming down. You're just like, oh, come on, people. Like, we're just trying to work. The next thing you know, you see a Jimmy floating down the thing. I'm just like, all right, we're done. I go knock on the door, talk to the people, and it's this. I didn't knock on the door at first. My lead did. He told me to go knock on the door. I go knock on the door. Some old lady opens the door, and I'm just like, hey, so if you could please not flush anything down the toilet, that would be awesome. She's like, oh, yeah, sorry about that. And then just closes the door. Just like...
Not what you expected to see, I'm guessing. But
no, not at all.
Who flushes a vibrator down the toilet?
Do you think it was stuck? Do you think it was stuck in there?
It's very well possible.
Yeah, I mean, it might not have been her.
I don't know, man. I seen the Jimmy floating. It was a single story home.
Huh.
So,
okay. Wow.
Well, I've seen some crazy stuff. I've seen some Legos float through there.
That's kids.
Fish, if you can believe it or not. The grease traps. Oh man.
They're different.
Oh, man.
If you don't know, you don't know. And if you don't know, hope that your life stays that way. You don't want to know.
Yeah, you don't want to know. Yeah, it is. It's an otherworldly type of smell.
Well, I know my kids tried to flush a Barbie doll down the toilet when they were younger just to see if Barbie dolls are flushable. They are half flushable. Because the toilet was backed up, and they were very calm. They didn't realize they'd done anything wrong. So as my son comes bouncing down the hallway, hey, Dad, toilet's backed up. I'm like, all right, man. So I walk in there, and they're both standing there staring into it. And it's like a murder scene because most of her are gone down, but her hair, her little butt is still floating on top, right? So I'm like, is that your Barbie doll? And they're like, well, yeah. So why is it in the toilet? And they're like, oh, we just wanted to see if it could flush down the toilet. And you go like, okay, this is what it is to have children. So I said, okay, don't do that. Obviously, she cannot. And they're like, no, we know that now. So, okay, what I'm telling you is don't give it another shot with anything else. If it does not come out of your body, do not flush it down the toilet. And it's like, okay, so it's never a problem again. But I'm like, why am I dealing with this right now?
Other than a number one or number two, why is the bathroom important to the story? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Mike. Welcome to the men's room.
Hi. How you doing?
Hola.
I got one for you.
All right.
I was a bus driver in Denver, and bus drivers party a lot back in the 80s. And I picked up this redheaded gal, kind of skinny, but she was nice and everything, but she was a little psycho. And party, and then I saw her in the shower, so I got in the shower with her, and I started doing my thing, you know, and I fell asleep.
In the shower?
Yeah, in the shower between her legs.
Oh, damn, man.
When did you wake up?
After she slapped me.
Okay.
Yeah?
That sounds about right. Everything about this story makes sense.
What kind of bus driver were you?
City bus driver.
Oh, you're a city bus driver. Okay.
And you guys used to party back in the day.
The reason why I called her Psycho Patty is because I realized after 2 years, I picked her in front of a psych ward.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
And it took you 2 years to piece all this together.
Oh no, I kind of knew it from the beginning, but you know what? The rush every day, running from police, shoplifting, stealing purses, taking credit cards. You know, back then you had a credit card, you could run it forever on $49.
Well, yeah, it's a good point.
Okay.
Damn. 2 years. That's why she's the front of the segment.
I never knew that bus drivers were known partiers.
I did not know that either.
That makes me a little worried.
No, it's not comforting.
No.
Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Kim Thile joining us from Soundgarden on the way at 4:30, and we've got your emails on the way next from the men's room at KISW.com.
from coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, a sea turtle with a human head warns of the dangers of genetic engineering. But first, we're excited for tomorrow's guest.
We have a guest?
Tomorrow we do. Felix, it's been on the calendar for weeks. Not to mention countless emails and memos.
Yeah, you keep telling me to read that stuff, but I don't.
I know you don't. So now you, along with our distinguished audience, are learning that on tomorrow's broadcast, we will have a chance to talk with award-winning author Zsa Robach.
Zsa Robach?
Yes, Felix, Zsa Robach. She will be sharing insights of her autobiography, Embrace Your Beauty, the story of a real-life ugly duckling.
Sounds boring, man.
To you, maybe, but Miss Robach's inspirational story has sold over 3 million copies. Like the classic fairy tale The Ugly Duckling, Miss Robach began her life with physical abnormalities that led to her being ostracized by her own family, leading to hardships throughout her younger life.
So she was born ugly?
It's a little more complicated than that, but yes, she was born ugly.
Damn! Babies and puppies are cute by default, man. It's hard to be an ugly baby, but it can be done. My cousin Beatrice, real ugly when she was a baby.
Felix!
She was, man. When my Uncle Levi first saw her, he said she was uglier than 3 miles of dirt road.
Her own father said that about your cousin?
My uncle was an honest man, playboy. And Beatrice was uglier than a bucket of armpits with the good ones picked out.
She was a baby, Felix. Surely she couldn't have been that ugly.
My uncle used to tie a pork chop around her neck just so the dog would play with her.
Oh, come on.
It's true, man. When Beatrice was a baby, she was uglier than homemade soup.
Well, how about now? Did she go from ugly duckling to a beautiful swan?
Nah, man. She looks like she plays goalie for a dart team. And she suffers from furniture disease.
Furniture disease? What in the world is furniture disease?
It's when your chest falls into your drawers. She had to lift her pant leg to breastfeed her own baby.
Well, that is unfortunate. I'm sorry for your cousin Beatrice because, like you said, most babies are cute by default. I was quite the cute baby. What? What? What is so funny? Like most babies, I was a very cute baby. Oh, come on. Really? Bonnie, a little help here. Really? Both of you. Both of you find it that hard to believe that I was a cute baby.
Stop! Stop! Ow, my stomach hurts! Stop!
Okay, this is getting mildly offensive, Felix. No, this is exactly what I needed. Well, I'm glad I could provide you two with a hearty laugh. No, I found out this morning that my uncle and his puppy died in a house fire. Bonnie, I am so sorry. It's okay. The idea of you being a cute baby is funnier than my uncle burning to death. It's sad. And his death was tragic. Okay, then. I did not expect this kind of a reaction.
Yeah, but you said you was a cute baby.
Yeah. Okay. A reminder, ladies and gentlemen, please join us tomorrow for our exclusive interview with author Zsa Robach. Shut up! We will be back next hour.
Oh, hi. Congratulations for being you. You have one job. Go and subscribe to the YouTube channel and social media pages at In Action News. I did it slowly for you.
99.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Kim Mathayo from Soundgarden come up on the program, but first time for a few emails from the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Couple on why the bathroom was important to the story. Guys was 8 months pregnant with twins, ready to leave for Lamaze class. When, of course, I needed to use the loo before we left. Absolutely cannot figure out why my cat was freaking out, howling, trying to get into the bathroom under the closed door. It became clear when I realized I wasn't just using the bathroom. My water had broken.
Oh.
Animals know. Cheers, y'all. That from Lisa.
Damn.
They do know.
Your water's broken. Your water's broken. Oh, my God, you're having a baby.
Yeah. The cat probably is on your stomach halfway through the damn process.
Probably like, ooh.
They know what's up.
You have 2 future meals for me to eat.
But y'all, it's late September of 2023. I flew down to lovely Reno, Nevada to drive back up to Washington with my mom. On our way through Oregon, we went up to Crater Lake National Park. Unfortunately, we could not see the lake from the park due to dense fog and wildfire smoke. So we decided to use the bathroom before getting back on the road. As we walked up to the ladies' room door, there was a guy wearing coveralls, standing next to it with a ladder, a bucket, and some other tools. Since the park was closing that day for the season, I thought to myself, maybe the restrooms are closed. So I asked him, "Excuse me, sir, are the bathrooms open, or are you just here to work on them?" He replied, "Yes, they are open. I'm not here to work on them. I'm just a peeping Tom waiting on my opportunity." We busted out laughing so hard we almost peed our pants. Mom looked at me and said, "It's a good thing he said that to someone with a sense of humor, or he'd probably be out of a job." Honestly, maybe that's why he said it. We're going to do that road trip again this July, so hopefully we'll be able to see the lake this time around and maybe run into Tom. Rock on, guys, and as always, stay beautiful. That from the Ginger Midget.
And also, he's a peeping Tom. Well, I work here, and I'm a peeping Tom. It's rather convenient.
Yeah. I can't remember where I was. I was at I don't know if it was a Christmas party or it was somewhere in Baltimore, and I needed to blow the bathroom up. Right. All right. So, and this was an old hotel. I wish I could remember the name of that hotel. But go to use the bathroom. There's a bathroom attendant in there. There are maybe 1 urinal and 1 stall.
Yeah.
All right. I need to blow this thing up. This guy is standing there the entire time. He's got mints.
Oh, yeah.
He's got Louis cigarettes.
Cologne,
like gum. You name it, man. This guy's got it. Like when you go to wash your hands, he hands you a towel. Mm-hmm. And all I know is that I went in there and started just absolutely destroying this bathroom. My stomach was not doing well. And I'm like, this is going to be awful. And so I go out, I walk out. He's gone. I wash my hands.
Take a little break.
I wash my hands. I take a cigarette. And
my man rolled
basically,
out.
I walk outside of the bathroom, and there he is standing there. He's like, "You done, man?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm done." He's like, "I just kind of figured you needed to be alone."
Damn.
Like,
that's that guy's job, Miles.
So
He's like, not today.
Exactly. Yeah, Jesus.
They ain't paying me that much.
Mm-hmm. That's the way that went down. Good times. Okay, we got one birthday email brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
All right, only guys. Can you please give a big birthday shout out to my favorite big brother, Trenton? He is 17 today and needs a whole bunch of farts. What the F is that, bro? And Coach Ted telling him why 17 is going to be awesome, even though I get to go to Disneyland and he doesn't. Happy birthday, Trenton. I love you. This is the best birthday present you're going to get today. Lots of love from your little sister, Lydia.
Oh my God! What the is that, bro?
Trenton, look, 17 will be a great year. Don't sweat your little sister saying you're not going to Disney World. A couple years, you could pay to go on your own. Plus, who knows? You don't want to go down there. You're 17. Not say this to your parents. Maybe a couple friends come over. Watch you stay up a little late. Have an extra soda or two.
Yeah, soda.
Yeah.
I like you trying to sell, hey, in a couple years, you can pay for Disney yourself. Try to go to Disney when someone else is paying for it.
I just never could. I didn't go till I was 19.
Yeah.
You never went with your family before that?
Nope.
Why not?
My mom and dad wouldn't pay for it.
Did they go?
No, we just never went, but all the other Smiths would go.
Oh, is that even worse? All your cousins telling you what a great time they had.
Saying. So once my uncle, when I was like 19, he was like, hey, I got a bigger place. And me and my cousin Tom, he was like, if you guys want to pay your own way, you can come down. We were
awesome.
Like, all right.
Yep.
All right. Just no funny stuff.
Right.
All right, Trenton, here you go.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's world famous sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Take a moment. We appreciate it. Let's beam our satellites to beautiful, sunny Seattle, Washington.
I know.
Way out there in the Pacific Northwest. Ladies and gentlemen, from Soundgarden, give it up for Kim Thiel on the program.
Hey.
Hello.
What's going on, man?
We're doing good, Kim. How you been, man?
Oh, all right.
All right. Well, we got some copies of your book. I crushed it this weekend. Now, I'm a Soundgarden fan, so I found it absolutely fascinating. But the one thing I should bring up right now is you just pointed out, as the band got bigger, just part of the process that goes along with that. Not a big fan of interviews, so I definitely appreciate you being here.
You've been doing a lot of them.
Yeah, that was touched on in the book in no uncertain terms.
Sometimes they're a blast.
Sometimes.
No pressure.
What motivated you to write the book? Like I said, I read through it this weekend, and I thought it was fantastic. To be dead honest with you, man, very, very good.
Well, thank you very much. The co-author Adam Tependlin, he actually proposed it right prior to the pandemic, and at that point, I was a little bit hesitant. I was busy with some other stuff, and then it was kind of answered for me. We couldn't get together because of COVID, and he had previously written a book about weird and exotic beers. So I thought, well, we need to get together at some pub, and he has to turn me on to some cool beers, and we'll talk about this idea to do a memoir. That couldn't happen after the pandemic, but I had a lot of free time to sit around and think about it, and then people taught me how to use Zoom. And so then the interview started. And that's pretty much it. He convinced me that he thought the time was right to tell the story for a number of reasons, certainly about the band and about my relationship with everyone in the band. And just he thought it was interesting that half the band were sons of immigrants. And that was somewhat topical at that point.
I do like you brought that up early in the book, and I never knew this, but you and Hero met on the outskirts of Chicago. Was it Forest Park? Park Forest?
Park Forest.
And I like how you had said, we're two Asian dudes, and that just is what it is, because where you grew up, no big deal. But when you guys did your road trip to make it to the West Coast, you would stop with Montana or Idaho or something, and you got the sense that maybe not everybody was cool with Asians being in the country.
Yeah, I don't know if they thought, we were in some smaller cities, certainly much smaller than Chicago, and it seemed less integrated. I mean, you'd see white guys and native guys, and maybe they thought we were native because we were tall and had long hair, we're kind of dark, but just weird stuff like they wouldn't answer your questions if you're getting gas or at a store, and they'd give you your change. You'd hold your hand out, they wouldn't put the change in your hand, they just kind of put it on the counter. And so you got to pick it up and kind of scoot it in your hand. Just that kind of weird stuff they got that we kind of experienced also in Southern Illinois when we were younger. Just that, they just look at you and they get quiet. And they just put the coins down. It's like, okay, I guess we'll leave.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a black dude, so when I walk by people's cars, I can hear them physically lock their doors. That's not even a joke. Just I need to just carjack someone just to make them right. Maybe that.
Was it just you and Hero driving across the country, Kim?
Yes, it was Hero and I. We had a third friend who moved out with us, but he wouldn't fit in Hero's Datsun B210 because we needed room for our guitars and our luggage and amps. So the third guy just happened to be a 6'2", blonde Swedish American. And he took the bus out, and we met him down at the Greyhound station downtown in Seattle.
Lovely.
Later. Yeah.
One of the things I thought was
if he was with us, though, at some of these stops.
Yeah. You touched on that in the book. It'd have been great to have him to kind of, but one of the things that, and I say this in all honesty, you were a very frustrating individual based on your success, but also so well maintained with how you did it. Because the first thing that really struck me was that in your book, you said, like, Hero kept bugging you, saying, come on, man, let's jam. And you were kind of like, I'm not going to be a rock star. I'm not entertaining that thought. So you kept blowing Hero off for a while.
Yeah, it's mostly because I was really busy. I was at the University of Washington. I was working at the radio station KCMU, which is now KEXP. And I had a girlfriend, and I had a full-time job at the Daybreak Star Cultural Arts Center up there in Discovery Park. And I just didn't see time to go hang out and drink beer and do what I thought would be just kind of some boring jams on classic rock. And
what were you playing on your show when you were on the radio?
I was supposed to play the thing that was the stuff that was popular in college music then, which was everything from Culture Club and Human League to Devo, and I like Devo.
Yeah.
My shift was late at night from 2 a.m. until 5 a.m. So often when the heavy rotation track would come up, I would just kind of log that I played it and then put on some Dead Kennedys.
I was going to say, exactly.
Yeah, you do. You definitely reference punk a lot, but it blew my mind that Hero had to kind of coax you into starting this band that goes on to become Soundgarden. Because immediately I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. But that theme about you kind of stays true to the book. So there's a couple. And look, I've been listening to Soundgarden since you guys put out Ultra Mega. All right, so. And as you follow the band, there's just so many things that the average fan you don't know. But I love the idea. You're like, all right, there's SST Records, and you guys are big punk heads, so you wanted just the opportunity to do that. You had Sub Pop going on. They need to get their finances straight. But then you also had A&M Records, right? And everyone that's in a band wants to get that big label contract. And I love that you guys were like, yeah, it's cool. Hang on. We're going to release these first. I just thought that is such a badass move, but it just speaks to the integrity of the band. That blew me away, man.
I think the move there was, the more we do for ourselves, the less they're going to try to manipulate or repackage or try to direct us in terms of marketing. It's like, look, here's the audience. We've built them in the U.S. and in Europe over these years, over these tours and these other releases. So what is it exactly you want to screw with that? Are you going to give us some Aquanet and spandex, or are you going to let us be who we are?
Yeah. Did you, Kim, who owned the van? The one that's, I guess it's in Cleveland now?
Eventually me. Hero's parents fronted him some money so we could invest in the van. And so it was kind of in Hero's name at first, and then he quit. So then it was in the management name, I think, maybe it might have been in Soundgarden's name, might have been our manager. At some point, it was transferred over to me, and it was mine. And then I sold it to EMP sometime, 20 years ago or something, 25 years ago. And now it's in some museum. It's bounced around. I think it's in the Midwest, and I think it might be back in EMP's possession. I'm not sure.
Okay. What about that? The Spinal Tap, like that devil? Do you know? Do you have any idea whatever happened to that?
That was so cool. Apparently, from what I remember, I just wrote about this maybe half a year ago when Rob Reiner passed. But Spinal Tap's last show on their tour was Bumbershoot here, and they left that skull behind. I think they thought it was misplaced or taken, but they just forgot to load it and take it with them. And it ended up in the possession of some friends of Jeff Ament from Jeff from Pearl Jam. Yeah. At that time, it might have been Mother Love Bone at that time.
Oh wow!
But we were given a fill-in gig at what was then the Coliseum. I guess now it's Climate Pledge Arena.
Oh,
right. Time we got. I think it was a Lollapalooza gig. The subsequent year or a couple of years later, Jeff said, "Hey, man, I know where that Spinal Tap skull is, and it'd be great for you guys to use it for part of your set." He got a hold of it. He fixed it up. He painted it. Just kind of made it look fresh and new. They got some wires or winches, and I think it might have been while we were doing the song Beyond the Wheel, some guys backstage just kind of hoisted it up behind us, and they put some dry ice in there, and so the dry ice steam and smoke was coming out of the eyes. It was crude but excellent. The fact that it was crude and the skull was kind of spinning around and wouldn't stay still made it even more perfect.
One of the things you do touch on the book, and I love this, and I was saying this to the guys earlier, I'm like, beer always comes up, but it's never excessive. Like, I don't even know if you realize that when you read through the book, but like at some point, like, before I went on stage, we drink a couple beers. And after the show, we drink a couple beers, but it seems like the term couple of beers always pops up. Now, I am married, so a couple of beer means 6 or more. But on average, because that's, if my wife, we had a couple of beers. I mean, that means I am pissed drunk. But in your case, you said just kind of ease the nerves before you went on stage. You'd take down a couple of beers. Like, how many are we actually talking?
Well, before I went on stage, it would be anything from 1 to 2. While on stage, I might have another couple, and certainly after the show is over, I'd cool down. But I guess what I was trying to illustrate was that there wasn't really there weren't any alcoholics or serious alcohol problems amongst the band members. There was certainly drinking, but it was certainly more rock and roll or collegiate in its nature. It was definitely a handful or more, but it wasn't people like waking up on beside a curb, right. Neighbor town.
One thing I would argue this with anyone is, as far as bands go, in my opinion, Soundgarden and Red Hot Chili Peppers, as far as listening to the first albums, listening to the most recent, there's a definitive evolution to the sound. Because bands like AC/DC, you know exactly what you're getting. I love AC/DC, but I know what you're going to get. Rush, I know what I'm going to get. But with Soundgarden and Chili Peppers, both bands definitely matured. You can definitely hear songs change. So it's interesting to me because one of the things you said was when you got to, I believe it was Super Unknown, it was kind of the first time you guys would make demos for each other instead of jamming out the songs, and you weren't necessarily a fan of that process?
It was kind of starting, maybe a little bit around Loud and Love, Bad Motorfinger, but it was really prevalent on Down to the Upside, which was the album that came out in 96. We were recording in 95, 96. So around that time, everyone had 4 tracks, including myself. I just didn't know how to use it properly. but everybody had their 4 tracks. They're just making little 4-track demos, and I just brought in some riffs that I committed to memory and would show them. So there's definitely a change in the dynamic and pre-production and the way we would share things, and that change was, it was accessible and convenient for everyone in the band. I think I might have found it a little bit less convenient for me.
How difficult?
There was definitely a change.
How difficult is it to work in reverse? So you've got Chris's vocals, and then you have to layer the music in, which is probably like a reverse process of how you
generally speaking
you construct a song. So as you're in the studio noodling all this crap, what's the tempo of this song? Is it a hard song? Is it a dreamy song?
Right.
Is it kind of weird to go through that process of, you could take those vocals and probably make 4 different musical arrangements around them? Is that a weird part of it?
In most of these cases, the music's already there, so the whole thing's demoed. The best performances are usually Chris's vocals, because he'd make sure that he put his best foot forward before sharing with us. That way, I think I mentioned in the book that he knew that it was more likely that a song idea that he had would be accepted if he framed it and performed it as best as he could. So he was very meticulous that way in his work in sharing it with us. So we had that. And there were kind of rough guitar ideas that either Matt had put down, or Ben, or Chris, or myself. And there were attempts at learning it, over the years, maybe 5-6 years ago. It was just kind of rough, like we played it in practice. So we have all the references. We know how the song should go. What we don't have are the suitable performances and sounds. And, we can dial those in while working with, a great producer. And by collaborating with ourselves, like what guitar sound do we want? How is the drum room, working for you, Matt? Things like that.
Okay. One of the things I enjoyed reading was you guys said you played one show and you were down on yourself because you'd messed up a couple notes here and there. Then you said Ben was laughing because he missed a couple of notes. But I love that you dropped in. Of course, Matt Cameron never F's up. Like, apparently, he was just like, the dude is just infallible in drums. But one of the things that really resonated with me, too, there's a way that the public looks at anyone who has gotten popular in whatever genre of what they're doing, right? And a lot of times you always wonder, are you aware of it, right? So Tom Holland plays Spider-Man. He knows he's Spider-Man. He gets paid well, but is he aware of how cool the vibe is? And one of the things you would say that when Soundgarden went on the kind of impromptu hiatus, for lack of a better term, just 10 years, and your whole thing was, look, I just want to be the gatekeeper and protector of the music and the legacy and all that kind of thing. And when the idea of a reunion came up, I guess you had said, like, you guys played your first show together somewhere, and you just didn't realize that in those 10 years that you had not been playing with them, that Soundgarden had become legendary and even bigger than you guys were before you stopped.
That was a Nude Dragon show.
Yeah. I wonder if that was the show that we played with Tom Morello and brother Wayne Kramer at the Crocodile.
I think that's the one you referenced.
We had Tad singing for us, and we call it Tad Garden.
Yeah.
We're pretty surprised. I mean, they kind of called out the guys in the band, and there's like this amazing like cheer from the audience, and there's a lot of guests on that bill. Tom Morello and Boots Riley, and I remember Wayne Kramer just turned around and looked at us and looked at me, and he just raised his eyebrows like, wow. And I think there were some other shows where I guested or Matt guested with some friends of ours, like coming out and playing with Alice in Chains, maybe the Pearl Jam guys. And, yeah, it was a surprise. Like, I had no idea
that you were awesome.
Kim, we still have this kegerator up here. You can come and join us in studio.
And this is true.
Hero came in.
Last time we saw you,
come on.
You were talking about beer last time we physically saw you.
We got a kegerator still. We just moved to Black Raven now.
Well, why wasn't this set up? I should have been there.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We could even got some old stuff.
I mean, the last time we talked to you, you were 100 on the list of Rolling Stone's greatest rock guitarists of all time.
You also played fetch with my dog in the hallway, and my wife was pregnant and mad at me.
Now you're 126. What happened?
Oh man.
Seriously, Kim, invitation's always open, man.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Yeah, fantastic book, man.
Book is Screaming Life into the Super Unknown with Soundgarden and Beyond.
Read it if you like Soundgarden. Seriously, I swear to God, it is a fantastic freaking book.
Shot of the Day is coming up at 5:08. You're listening to The Men's Room.
Life isn't cheap. Prices are always...
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, a sea turtle with a human head warns of the dangers of genetic engineering. But first, we're excited for tomorrow's guest.
We have a guest?
Tomorrow we do. Felix, it's been on the calendar for weeks. Not to mention countless emails and memos.
Yeah, you keep telling me to read that stuff, but I don't.
I know you don't. So now you, along with our distinguished audience, are learning that on tomorrow's broadcast, we will have a chance to talk with award-winning author Zsa Zsa Robach.
Zsa Zsa Robach?
Yes. Felix Jaja Robach. She will be sharing insights of her autobiography, Embrace Your Beauty, the story of a real-life ugly duckling.
Sounds boring, man.
To you, maybe, but Miss Robach's inspirational story has sold over 3 million copies. Like the classic fairy tale The Ugly Duckling, Miss Robach began her life with physical abnormalities that led to her being ostracized by her own family, leading to hardships throughout her younger life.
So she was born ugly?
Well, it's a little more complicated than that, but, well, yeah, she was born ugly.
Damn! Babies and puppies are cute by default, man. It's hard to be an ugly baby, but it can be done. My cousin Beatrice, real ugly when she was a baby.
Felix!
She was, man. When my Uncle Levi first saw her, he said she was uglier than 3 miles of dirt road.
Her own father said that about your cousin?
My uncle was an honest man, Playboy. And Beatrice was uglier than a bucket of armpits with the good ones picked out.
She was a baby, Felix. Surely she couldn't have been that ugly.
My uncle used to tie a pork chop around her neck just so the dog would play with her.
Oh, come on.
It's true, man. When Beatrice was a baby, she was uglier than homemade soup.
Well, how about now? Did she go from ugly duckling to a beautiful swan?
Nah, man. She looks like she plays goalie for a dart team. And she suffers from furniture disease.
Furniture disease? What in the world is furniture disease?
It's when your chest falls into your drawers. She had to lift her pant leg to breastfeed her own baby.
Well, that is unfortunate. I'm sorry for your cousin Beatrice because, like you said, most babies are cute by default. I was quite the cute baby. What? What? What is so funny? Like most babies, I was a very cute baby. Oh, come on. Really? Bonnie, a little help here. Really? Both of you. Both of you find it that hard to believe that I was a cute baby.
Stop! Stop! Ow, my stomach hurts! Stop!
Okay, this is getting mildly offensive, Felix. No, this is exactly what I needed. Well, I'm glad I could provide you two with a hearty laugh. No, I found out this morning that my uncle and his puppy died in a house fire. Bonnie, I am so sorry. It's okay. The idea of you being a cute baby is funnier than my uncle burning to death. It's sad. And his death was tragic. Okay, then. I did not expect this kind of a reaction.
Yeah, but you said you was a cute baby.
Yeah. Okay. A reminder, ladies and gentlemen, please join us tomorrow for our exclusive interview with Arthur Jaja Robach. Shut up! We will be back next hour.
Oh, hi. Congratulations for being you. You have one job. Go and subscribe to the YouTube channel and social media pages at In Action News. I did it slowly for you.
How this works with both guitars is you're playing the same notes, but if you go down here, you get style points. There's a motion sensor. If you go like this, you rock out, you get extra points, the fretboard starts to glow. Oh. Another thing, if one of the guys gets knocked out of the game and you deploy power like that, you bring that guy back.
So somebody sucks and get bounced out.
Yeah.
All right, let's rock.
It's not easy. Don't worry. It's not gonna bounce.
We just gotta figure out where we are.
Seattle, you ready to rock?
The jumps are in the middle. Singing is on top, at the top of the screen.
You guys, I'll
you guys have to figure out where you are.
All right, let's hit it. You're about to see suck. You've never seen suck before.
All right, I'm prepared.
You guys are ready. One person hit green. Anyone, just hit green.
Here we go. What am I doing?
All right, so bass is on the right.
Bass is all the way on the right.
Here we go.
Drums are Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Hold on.
KISW. The men's room returns with Miles and Thrill.
All right, coming up at 5:08, we'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check-in with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. The FDA recently recalled thousands of bottles of chlorthalidone tablets.
What are those?
They are, shoot. Doggone it, why'd you ask me that?
Because I don't know why they're being recalled.
Hang on.
Is it a drug? Does it...
It is. It's a drug, and I forget what it's for. Hang on. Shoot.
What's it called?
Chlorthalidone. It's a... used to treat high blood pressure.
There you go.
Okay,
High blood pressure. All right.
It might be ineffective.
Oh, okay. So popping these pills.
So
They're not doing it.
right. At that point, it's just a sugar pill.
Pretty much. Placebo at best, but it's probably not going to affect your blood pressure.
Correct. And that's...
yeah. But I mean, if you have high blood pressure, you want to lower it.
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Doubt.
So
Yeah.
you're right.
So probably not sugar pills.
Right, you'd be pretty bummed. So he's like, ha! It's placebo. And it's like, well, this isn't an ED medicine.
Right. This isn't
like,
good,
my
dude.
blood pressure isn't bad as I don't have confidence in
Yeah,
it.
you're going to die now.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
So that's being recalled.
like if I miss or go on a trip and don't take my allopurinol, right, for the gout, and I get gout, that's on me. But if I was to go somewhere for
Surprise!
and not take my blood pressure meds, I'd probably be like, I gotta call my doctor and get something.
Yeah.
We gotta figure this out.
We gotta make this happen.
Yeah.
Iceland recently restarted commercial whale hunting, and 2 have already been killed.
Well, that's going to be popular.
That's an idea that's really gonna go off.
What do they use it for?
I don't know.
Because I believe it's commercial, not just.
It is commercial. So, and if they reinstate it, if they restarted it, that means that there is some sort of a market for it. That
Well,
there is something
you
that they
definitely
need.
eat whale.
Well, there's
you
a
can use
market
you can use the fat for oil.
The oil, yeah.
I mean, there's a market for tiger penises in China. It doesn't mean it's a great idea.
But I think like up in Alaskan stuff, like natives can still, some of them can still hunt whale,
Yeah, yes.
but they're eating the meat. They're using the whole animal for something.
It's not commercial. It is survival. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there? Can we do commercial whale farms then? This is where I keep my whales.
Could you imagine now?
They're just so big.
Wow. Commercial. I'm just people would lose.
Hey, giving
their
it back, man. We're just, we got my whale farm.
They're all domestic, kelp fed.
That's right.
100% organic.
Hey, if we're feeding the people, let's make a whale farm.
I mean, they do it with tuna.
There you go.
You ever see those giant, I guess you call it a bin? I don't know. In the middle of the ocean, they're just fenced in there.
There you go. See? This is going to
Mike's
take off,
Whale
Steve.
Farm.
That's right.
Come on down.
I'm going to be the first guy to farm whale.
Yeah. Well, they have a migratory thing going on too. Good luck keeping those in a cage.
Don't you worry about it.
Is this farm raised? I could tell.
It's farm raised whale.
Free range whale. This is bad. New research suggests the older you get, the more weed you should smoke.
Okay. Because I keep getting older.
On it.
Right. Okay, I guess I'll up my dosage.
Yeah, all right.
I think the older I get, the less weed I smoke.
Yeah, I just
strangely enough
don't need it near as much anymore.
I time it out different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It used to just be stoned all the time. Now I'm like, no, there's a time and place. That place is home. That time is now.
Yeah.
No, but yeah.
If I got to work early in the morning, I don't like to go hard on it.
What, the night before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just,
night before doesn't bug me.
Put your thinking caps on, gents. Time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. Steve, you currently hold the title here. I give you a 70% chance of success. You get first crack. It's a noun brought to you by the letter C. And this most often refers to a series of related things. A C word that often refers to a series of related things.
Coincidences?
Not coincidences, no.
Collaboration.
Not a collaboration, Miles Montgomery.
Damn it.
It's going to go coincidence as well. So it relates to a series of related
things. They're not coincidences.
Classification?
It's kind of that same length of word, but no.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Hang on, Miles is looking for the guess here. A C word referring to a series of related things.
Coinky dinks.
Not coinky dinks, no. Have you guys ever heard of a cavalcade?
I've heard the word. I didn't realize that's specifically what it meant.
Right. It's a just a.
Oh,
it's a
right. If they
collection.
use it right, a cavalcade of blank.
First time I ever saw that was Seth MacFarlane, the guy that did Family Guy. He released a DVD that was called The Cavalcade of Cartoon Comedy. And that was the first time I'd ever seen that word before. It was funny. It was R-rated. It was funny.
Cavalcade.
The cavalcade. Researchers say that our brains weren't designed for this much bad news and that we need to build healthier habits of digesting it.
I believe that.
Basically, they said reading all that bad news kind of triggers a fight or flight instinct in us, because our brains are built to sense danger. And when we read all this bad news, it's just like, danger, everything's danger. We're all going to die. This is terrible. They're saying the answer is not to completely cut it off, but it's just change how you go about when, where, why you're looking at all the bad news that you're seeing.
But a lot of it's just the availability of all the information. Right?
That's
So you
exactly
can go back
right.
during the Depression. You can go to the Dust Bowl. It's like, right, but that's what people concentrated on. Not that it was, but you did not get distracted by the ramblings of a fool. You did, right? It's just that. We got to find a way to survive. This is our situation.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like, all right, this is because we have our actual situations. And then you read the news and there's 400 things that don't necessarily affect you, but they're negative, right? It still bugs you. And so you take it all on instead of just concentrating on the one thing or two things or 50 things that may have a direct impact.
It's also out
on
of
you.
your power. You can't control it. So there's
but
no
it's saying
point.
you don't have to read it all.
Yeah.
Right.
So talk to somebody that doesn't leave the house much.
Yeah.
Right? And just, if you watch, I don't care what the network is, 24-hour news or whatever, like they're convinced the world's ending every other day.
Absolutely.
If it makes anyone feeling better, people have felt that way forever.
Yeah, true enough. True enough. Scientists turn wet coffee grounds into coal-grade fuel in just 90 seconds.
Damn.
I hope that's...
Don't we all kind of turn coffee into fuel?
Coffee grounds do a lot of good. They're good for your garden. They're good for all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
They're
I'm
good
down
for your
for it.
spaghetti sauce.
They are.
I'm down for it.
Yeah. Just don't leave it. Just don't put so much in there that they get in the coffee.
Yeah.
Did you see where they got a new way of brewing coffee through audio waves?
I saw the headline, but I don't understand.
Yes, I did see
I
that.
don't understand it either because it's just not technology that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
But apparently it makes a pretty good cup of joe.
In like 2 to 3 minutes.
Mhm.
It made like an
Yeah.
espresso grade coffee. In
So
like
if
2
I
to 3 minutes.
scream at my coffee pot tomorrow,
It's like a machine. I saw the machine. I just didn't understand how it worked.
Yeah.
Neither did I. That's why I wasn't working on that one. Ted, do you know what day it is, my friend?
Monday.
It is National Stupid Guy Thing Day.
The Men's Room Top 10.
Written from whose perspective?
The Men's Room Top 10.
Honestly, from a pretty universal perspective, because I looked up the list of these stupid guy things that we all tend to do for, whatever reason. These aren't, major stupids. These are just, look, we're dumb. We are simple creatures. There are certain things that we all kind of fall into and just how we don't.
Like answering your wife honestly.
Yeah, you know what? That could be one. Like, you know what? Not realizing that she's not actually looking for the truth. She's looking just for something else. Let's see here. So I looked up the 10 stupid things that guys do. Bottom of the list, they say forgetting to throw out the packaging, leaving empty cereal boxes in the pantry, empty milk cartons in the fridge, wrappers on the counter.
Nope.
I think that's just who you are as a person.
Yeah, so everyone in my family does that except me. I'm pretty anal about it.
I will admit that my wife will follow me around from time to time because if I've got some sort of a project, usually in the kitchen, of putting something together, making something, I have a bad habit of leaving little things behind. If I'm making whatever thing, I need the scissors to cut open this package, and then all of a sudden the scissors and the little snip of package get left on the counter while I'm finishing over. I'll handle that in a minute while I'm doing this. Well, that gets put on a back burner. There's 9 other things that happen in between that time, and then there's dinner. And there's still scissors and a little snippet of packaging.
I'm super anal about it. I'm sure I get that from my dad, but there is no mess left behind.
You also worked in a kitchen, so I wonder how much of that also kind of gets.
Be honest with you, right? Because they beat that into your head.
I wash everything when I'm done using it.
Yeah.
Even in
Yes.
the process of cooking.
And that I do as well.
I don't wait to the end.
Yeah.
That way, there's just less to do
I
at
agree.
the end.
And it keeps you busy because while something's cooking,
You can do
I
something
can either
else.
stand there for 5 minutes and watch it, do nothing, or just go to the sink, watch this big ass pot. That's why last night sucked. Turns out making that cream sauce and the mussels and I was like, we have 6 pans that we have used for this one meal, and the entire sink is full. I could not take it.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it. Talking the talk during chores, they say. Being overly confident in our ability to organize a garage, pack a car, load a dishwasher, often to the quiet frustration of our partners.
My dad was definitely that way. He could not do anything without telling you how it's going to go.
Yes.
Most of the time, he was right.
I did it with a buddy this week, right? He set up a tailgate on Friday. It was awesome. Afterwards, he's putting stuff away, and he goes, I had it set up perfect before. And I went, can I help you? And he's like, just don't. He's like, it's a Tetris game. I'm going to figure it out again.
Yeah.
And he was just moving. And I was like, all right, he's right.
I did that. We recently had to pack up my grandma's stuff from her spot up in Bellingham, and we were given a trailer that was much too small.
Of course.
And I was not feeling good. That was when I was dealing with my bout of just not feeling good in here at all. And I got recruited to go up there and do that. So I just got Mike. You just stay in the trailer and just pack the trailer. I was getting attaboys the entire time because I was Tetrising that thing all put together. I was like, damn right, I got this thing. Hang on, I know exactly what I'm doing over here. That was one of my dad's favorite thing to do when I was a kid. My mom would come home. Come look at what I did out in the yard, honey. And it was just. We're so proud of everything that we do.
Guy that bagged my groceries at Safeway on Saturday was a Tetris genius.
No kidding.
Like when I opened it, I was like, man, this guy's perfect. He did everything perfect.
They need to hire him at the place next door, $20 sandwich shop. Because if you ordered chili, we're pretty convinced she would take a ladle and drop it directly into the bag.
Oh, no.
Oh, she ain't the brightest
Not
ball,
going on
brother.
up there.
10 stupid guy things that we all tend to do. Never reading the instruction manual. We'll spend hours trying to figure out how to operate a new piece of tech by aggressive trial and error rather than reading a 5-minute manual.
Guilty.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
My problem is there comes a line. I will read the instruction manual on certain things when that thing is now overly complex more than just plug it in and put these parts together.
Right.
I've also found that when I'm constructing IKEA furniture, I need to read throughout the entirety of the manual.
Before you even start.
That's the exception to the rule.
Okay.
I will read the instructions on IKEA furniture.
Yes.
You have to.
You have to.
Especially when you're putting, even other things. Like when you're putting a grill together that came in a box. Or
Yeah.
you can figure there's certain things. But
Because
I always go back to the story of it's me, my brother, Timmy, Tommy, right? So there's 4 of us. And then my dad and my uncle Tim. We put up their basketball hoop. We only used 20 pounds of cement. And we said, what in the hell? They said we need 60 pounds for. And then one day when it fell over, we were like, that was the other 40 pounds. We should have filled up around that tube.
Yeah.
And we never put that thing back up. But I mean, that's one of those. We were so proud of ourselves.
Look at that. Yeah.
Frickin' idiots. Who needs all that extra dry? Who needs that much concrete?
I built a kitchen island for our place when we lived down in Sumner, and I remember I was so proud of myself putting this together, this big complex thing. And this is when I learned that I had to read through the instructions on IKEA furniture, because while something looks like it can just basically land in any direction, most pieces on IKEA furniture have to sit in an exact...
Very specific.
Yes, because this one side has this kind of siding on it, and this one side. So this thing had a flat back on it that you nailed to the back of it, and I had that top piece backwards. So
take it all apart.
I fixed it. I took it apart and turned it around, and until the day we got rid of that thing, it had nail holes right in the front of the doggone thing because my stupid ass put it on wrong. 10 common good-natured missteps and stubborn habits that men fall into. Buying the wrong things at the grocery store. That is not my fault.
I do. Basic. Well, you just got to be really specific.
My thing, I don't buy the wrong thing. You want a specific brand.
Yes.
That's it.
There's a difference. If you say get peanut butter and I come home with a banana, then obviously I'm stupid. But if you say peanut butter and I just buy Jif, and you're like, I specifically wanted Skippy. Like, okay, you need to let me know.
Right.
You
I'm
need
getting
to let me
peanut
know.
butter.
Don't you look and see what we always have? No. Actually, I don't.
I don't.
I really don't. I just get the peanut butter.
Yeah. You said you wanted peanut butter. I got peanut butter.
I got this one every time.
And the thing is, it's always...
Don't touch it.
I'm always told how much money we saved, even though we just spent money. I'm like, well, when I grocery shop, we definitely save money. Because I look at the price. You want coffee? That's cheapest. Boom. Into the garbage. With the exception of beer. I mean, it's how it operates.
That's right.
I'm with Thrill. It's not like I don't, you're not coming home with something completely different. It's usually some little technicality.
Just not the brand. Right.
This isn't the organic
low-fat yogurt. I did not know that.
Why'd you get the low sodium?
Is this Greek? It's not. I don't know where it's from.
I couldn't pronounce the company, so I just assumed it was Greek.
Overestimating our physical limits, trying to carry every single bag of groceries from the car to the kitchen in one trip, or attempting to lift something incredibly heavy without help.
I
do it every time.
I will say this, though. The days of all the grocery bags are kind of leaving because now they're all paper.
Yeah,
you can only stretch those things so far if it's not double bagged.
Right.
That goddamn little handle will break off.
That handle's going to rip off, bro.
Yeah.
That is where the reusable totes really come in handy.
Yeah, good call. Now, that's good.
Why do I never use the handle on the paper bags.
No.
I'm sure they're fine. I just don't trust them.
The bags themselves are getting weaker.
And smaller.
Yes.
I'm getting better keeping the reusable bags in my car.
Are the bags on a GPL1?
No kidding, dude. They're thinner.
They're getting tiny.
Got it. Ozempic bag.
Yeah, good for you, bag. I liked you when you were bigger.
Man maths. Just justifying an absurdly expensive purchase like a $2,000 grill or gadget by telling yourself, well, if we use it 3 times a week, it practically pays for itself. We all do that. I see you ladies doing that. Girl math was a trend on the internet not terribly long ago.
I'm going to get a lot more use out of that grill than you are out of that purse.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
But you're the only one that gets carried around.
Yeah.
You don't let me carry it.
They will.
I'm sure they would, yeah.
Let them try and close.
That was not my argument.
You will hold it, yeah.
The I can fix this do-it-yourself mentality. Attempting complex home repairs, car maintenance, building flat-pack furniture without the instructions, usually resulting in a trip to the hardware store. Yeah, I give up on that.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm not.
I'm not smart enough to do it.
Not savvy enough for it.
Yeah, and I admit it openly. I can't do that.
I think it depends on what it is. Again, don't do it with electricity.
No kidding. Holding on to expired items. Keeping a condiment in the fridge that expired in 2019 because it still smells fine. Or wearing a torn shirt from high school.
Since we did that show last week, I have been meticulous about going through my stuff. I had green chilies that were expired in 2022.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. You know, like the little dice ones in the can. I mean, I threw so much crap away. I'm just like, I need to clean this.
I did do it. I was doing a little stir fry last night and found out my butter's really old.
Ooh.
I still cook with a ton of butter. It was very disappointing.
I cook with a lot of butter. Butter does not last long in my house.
No,
How did you figure out it was bad? Was it moldy?
Looked at the date.
Oh.
No, it looked fine.
How bad?
I clearly bought it to use for stuffing, and it was still in the box. I was just like, it's butter. Nope, not using that.
Yep, that one's out. And then this is the number one stupid guy things that we do. It's the quintessential trope. Anybody had any ideas?
I don't know.
The quintessential trope, refusing to ask for directions.
Oh, I'll ask. Yeah.
That's
It
a
gets
thing
too
of the
annoying.
past now because GPS is a thing.
That's true enough.
Know what I mean? We just don't need to.
The only thing I will do, though, is sometimes ignore GPS. So that's
Yes.
When you know
that's
better.
the new
Yeah.
way of my brain doing that.
This way's faster.
That can't be right.
I did that. Literally, Miles, on the way to your golf classic this last time, it was like, you need to take this exit over here. It's like, why in the hell is it making me do that? That's the slower way. We hit it's like, traffic is backed up for 25 minutes on 405 North.
And you find out when you get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Especially if it's like get off the highway. It is hard to do, but it's telling you that for a reason.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
A Canadian healthcare organization secretly tested their employees on phishing schemes and ended up having to apologize to their entire crew, Miles.
I think I know why.
Tell you about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, have we made it to drinking time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink test. Can Steve throw a hill to find out who we're toasting?
Yes, indeed. And today we toast Mr. Tom Dans. You know who that is? That's the director of the United States Arctic Research Commission. Now, as you may remember, there's been a far-fetched scheme for the U.S. to take over Greenland. And the primary reason given is that Greenland is, quote, strategically important for military operations to ensure American security from bad actors. Now, there's that. But Tom has a different perspective for why the U.S. should annex Greenland. I want you to keep in mind that this is an actual quote from the director of the United States Arctic Research Commission regarding the United States annexing Greenland. Quote, my view is that the United States can take all of the seafood Greenland can produce and cut out the middleman and keep it from China. And you could bring back all you can eat shrimp and red lobster. End quote. I mean, look, man.
That's a good reason.
I mean, people have different motivations to do many different things. And as the Greenland thing came up, strategy, worried about Russia or trying to do something with China, my man's just straight to like, I want endless shrimp or red lobster. I mean, I was like,
what is happening?
Oh, yeah, he was being interviewed and he said, yeah, I absolutely think the U.S. should annex Greenland. And that was his reason for it. I was like, well, goddamn, buddy.
He's a visionary.
My man likes some endless shrimp.
What's endless shrimp back?
He wants endless shrimp back. That is his reason. I said that. I'm actually impressed with that answer. So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola.
All right, just going to contest on the line now for Profile This, 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, a sea turtle with a human head warns of the dangers of genetic engineering. But first, we're excited for tomorrow's guest.
We have a guest.
Tomorrow we do. Felix, it's been on the calendar for weeks. Not to mention countless emails and memos.
Yeah, you keep telling me to read that stuff, but I don't.
I know you don't. So now you, along with our distinguished audience, are learning that on tomorrow's broadcast, we will have a chance to talk with award-winning author Jaja Robach.
Zaza Robach.
Yes, Felix, Jaja Robach. She will be sharing insights of her autobiography, Embrace Your Beauty, the story of a real-life ugly duckling.
Sounds boring, man.
To you, maybe, but Miss Robach's inspirational story has sold over 3 million copies. Like the classic fairy tale The Ugly Duckling, Miss Robach began her life with physical abnormalities that led to her being ostracized by her own family, leading to hardships throughout her younger life.
So she was born ugly.
Well, it's a little more complicated than that, but, well, yeah, she was born ugly.
Damn! Babies and puppies are cute by default, man. It's hard to be an ugly baby, but it can be done. My cousin Beatrice, real ugly when she was a baby.
Felix!
She was, man. When my Uncle Levi first saw her, he said she was uglier than 3 miles of dirt road.
Her own father said that about your cousin?
My uncle was an honest man, Playboy. And Beatrice was uglier than a bucket of armpits with the good ones picked out.
She was a baby, Felix. Surely she couldn't have been that ugly.
My uncle used to tie a pork chop around her neck just so the dog would play with her.
Oh, come on.
It's true, man. When Beatrice was a baby, she was uglier than homemade soup.
Well, how about now? Did she go from ugly duckling to a beautiful swan?
Nah, man. She looks like she plays goalie for a dart team. And she suffers from furniture disease.
Furniture disease? What in the world is furniture disease?
It's when your chest falls into your drawers. She had to lift her pant leg to breastfeed her own baby.
Well, that is unfortunate. I'm sorry for your cousin Beatrice because, like you said, most babies are cute by default. I was quite the cute baby. What? What? What is so funny? Like most babies, I was a very cute baby. Oh, come on. Really? Bonnie, a little help here. Really? Both of you. Both of you find it that hard to believe that I was a cute baby.
Stop! Stop! Ow, my stomach hurts! Stop!
Okay, this is getting mildly offensive, Felix. No, this is exactly what I needed. Well, I'm glad I could provide you two with a hearty laugh. No, I found out this morning that my uncle and his puppy died in a house fire. Bonnie, I am so sorry. It's okay. The idea of you being a cute baby is funnier than my uncle burning to death. It's sad. And his death was tragic. Okay, then. I did not expect this kind of a reaction.
Yeah, but you said you was a cute baby.
Yeah. Okay. A reminder, ladies and gentlemen, please join us tomorrow for our exclusive interview with author Zsa Zsa Roebuck. Shut up! We will be back next hour.
Oh, hi. Congratulations for being you. You have one job. Go and subscribe to the YouTube channel and social media pages at In Action News. I did it slowly for you.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Throwhill, could you please tell everyone on Profile This is played?
I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story. Something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes a story a story. Hello, Johnny. Welcome to the Men's Room.
What's up, boys?
Hola. Hola.
What's up, dude?
All right, Johnny, you understand how this here game is played?
Sure do.
Fantastic. You have your choice today of one of three categories. And today we offer you the wonderful world of drugs. We have Animalize This, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem. And finally today, License to Spill, where you guess the substance responsible for creating the mess.
Oh man, I got to go with drugs.
I feel like Johnny says that a lot.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Not anymore. All right, Johnny, here's your story. We go to the lovely state of Idaho, where a 40-year-old man is in jail after leading state troopers on a high-speed chase through a construction zone, ending with the seizure of multiple pounds of narcotics. Now, an Idaho State Police domestic highway enforcement trooper, he spotted a California-plated sedan, failed to signal while turning north onto Interstate 15. When the trooper tried to pull him over, the driver refused to stop. Now, the chase moved through an active construction zone. During the pursuit, the driver used the right shoulder to pass several semi-trucks, struck a construction sign, and I love this, ignored directions from flagging crew members. Now, the vehicle continued toward Fort Hall Indian Reservation, where the Fort Hall police, they deployed spike strips, forcing the car to a stop. The driver was then taken into custody without incident. Now, troopers searched the vehicle and found approximately a lot of drugs. And the man was booked into jail, probable cause charges of trafficking, because no one's going to consume the amount of drugs he has. Now, the question I have for you today is, what drug did he not have on him when they searched his car? So which drug did he not have in his car? Was it meth? Was it crack? Was it coke? Or was it fentanyl? So meth, crack, coke, or fentanyl, one of them he was not trafficking.
Ooh, man. Well, I mean, it's Idaho, so, meth is definitely on the table with having in his car. I'm leaning towards crack. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'm going to go cocaine there, Johnny.
Yeah. I don't know. Chad, what do you think?
Johnny, I'm kind of with you, man. Because it feels like the coke can be then turned into crack.
Sure.
But the meth's probably already meth. And the fentanyl's probably already fentanyl. So I'm with you. I think nobody's rocked this up yet. So no crack.
Okay, Johnny, you sticking with crack?
Yeah, we'll go with crack.
Okay. What did he not have? Meth, crack, coke, or fentanyl? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to The Men's Room.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Category is drugs on profile this way in Idaho, where a man is in jail after a high-speed chase. He had pounds and pounds of drugs in his car.
Oh, yeah.
But the question on this is, what did he not have? Because he had the other three. So the question is, did he not have meth, crack, coke, or fentanyl?
And, Johnny, that is a question that we posed to you. Now, you guys pointed out Idaho, so there's a lot of drugs we can imagine there, including meth. And that was one of them that he had in the car. But again, remember, he had California plates.
Right. Any other plate from any other state, they're going to pull you over in Idaho.
Over.
That's how it works.
Oh, yeah. Ohio and Idaho.
And there's road construction.
Right. That would be Pennsylvania in my mind. All right. So you agree with D. Ted Smith. You guys both went crack.
Oh, no.
I'm afraid. Hey, brother. Hey, look. He had crack. He had 2+ pounds of crack.
Wow.
2+ pounds of crack.
Jesus.
Miles Montgomery, you went with the old cocaine. You are correct. No coke.
I couldn't find anyone else there either. Just kidding.
He found some.
Now for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
Obviously, a lot of stuff since last time I talked to everybody was World Cup fever. Throw, do you have it yet?
I have a bit of a cough. But the doctor said it's not a full-blown fever. Yeah.
Miles, you have the fever.
I've been watching a ton of the matches.
There you go. He caught it.
Yeah.
He caught it. Yeah.
The fever.
It's on. It's entertaining. I mean, why not?
It is. Again, it's nice. We get late games out here.
FIFA fever. That's what we call it. Yeah.
FIFA fever. But Friday, what a gorgeous day in the city. I was down by the stadium. I didn't have a ticket to the game, but just seeing all the different people. I went to a watch party down at the Showbox Soto, which was kind of odd because there's so many people in there that are just visiting the city.
Right. Not because Showbox, right. It's almost always locals. And then
right.
I did go to the Angry Beaver, Ryan Cass, along with Danny from the morning show, and at a viewing party there. I get there about 11:30 in the morning and roll in with the wife. The bartenders are quick, man. So they come up, we order our drinks, and the woman says, do you want to close this out now, or would you like a tab? And I was about to say I'll start a tab, but I stopped myself. And I pointed to Ryan Castle, who couldn't hear me. He was on the far side of the bar. I said, put it on that mother effer's tab. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
And she just said, okay. So he brought it up today at a staff meeting. Hey, man. I got the bill. I said, well, it should have been there. He's like, no, I ended up paying for everybody's bill. But he's like, I didn't expect that. But he even said, this is an ongoing thing dating back to Miles's wedding. So, yeah, 19 years ago. It's just what happened.
And I don't know how that was, but even for us, like, right, I met a guy just standing next to me. He was from Portland, and him and his buddy, what was it? Was it Peter and David? David was Mexican. So they'd been up in Vancouver. Now they were down here watching games. But kind of like you see with other people, it was very awesome to, like, just BS with them. We had, I think, the only tailgate going down by the stadium. We had some Australians come over.
It's going to be weird to talk to Portland people who are not angry about the fact that soccer is happening
but they're
Seattle.
not mad at you.
Correct.
Exactly. That's weird.
And
now you're friends.
It was extra nice, too, because he was like, yeah, I watch the Timbers, but I don't care that much. I was like, cool. Then he's like, we made some crack about the Ducks. He's like, oh, don't sweat it. I'm a Husky. I was like, I like this guy.
Okay.
I have like 3 photos with him. But no, just a super cool. And I mean, I don't care if you were down on the waterfront, if you were, I mean, I know Taryn was up, the cities outside of here. Everett had stuff going.
I see you still have a temporary tattoo on your forearm.
I do. On my forearm, yeah. Got a little.
You trying not to wash that?
It's USA, and I kept saying these colors don't bleed or they don't run. So I'm trying.
They just fade.
I guess tomorrow. I thought about it this morning, but I still really like my little temporary USA tattoo. So I'm trying to keep it going. But I'll take it off. I also saw Pacific Place on Thursday night when Mexico was playing. A lot of Mexican fans in there.
Told you, 2 guys, I think it was Wednesday night, leaving work. I worked late, and these 2, as far as I can tell, Mexican dudes standing on the street corner. They got their Mexican kits on. They're both like 5'5", jet black hair. I cannot hear them speaking, but they're having a conversation. So just to be nice, it's an international tournament. So, hey, fellas, Viva Mexico. And they looked at me and like, oh, thanks, man. I'm just like, what? Like, I thought you were Mexican. Look.
That is very nice of you to say. I really appreciate that.
No, we're just pulling for him. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, they were just throwing, thanks, man.
I just kept striking out. I went up to a pop-up shop, and they were out of the size jersey I wanted. I even went up to a guy at the counter and said, I'm a little bigger than you. Why don't you leave that? And he's like, sorry, man, I want it to be loose. And I was like, all right. Now, luckily, they re-racked one, so I got it. But then we went over to Pacific Place, and we're having a cocktail, and we're standing there. Like, you're not really supposed to be in the main area with the booze. They're just standing next to this booth. And I hear my two buddies' kids, who are they're both 21, and they're like, oh, thanks, we could just have these. And it's like a little giveaway of a keychain that looks like the World Cup trophy.
All right.
So I'm standing right next to them, and I go, oh, those are great. And put out my hand. She goes, yeah, that's the last one.
You're just striking out everywhere.
I was just taking L's left and right. Obviously, in America, we know what our cities, I think, for the most part, look like.
Sure.
So this is kind of funny. This is the BBC, right? So they're showing, they have a World Cup studio show, and they're talking about playing down at Houston Stadium. So they had an AI-generated image of Houston skyline in the background, and it had rolling foothills and mountains.
It does not have that.
Houston is probably one of the flattest cities in America.
It is super flat, man.
That's why it floods all the time.
Yeah.
Obviously, but shockingly, people that were watching it that are from Houston, they know there's no way that could be real. So there's some pretty good lines, right? Houston mountains are actually gorgeous this time of year. What was I going to say? I wonder if the weather's cooler in the Houston mountains. How good's the skiing in Houston? I tore my ACL skiing in 2020 in Houston. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And they're calling them now the Houston Alps.
The Houston. Ooh. Oh, I like that. Okay. The Alps of Houston.
Yeah, smells like barbecue.
Yeah,
that's where they mine boudin.
Yeah, the great boudin mines of the Houston Alps.
I do think it's kind of funny too that obviously you see all the stuff with people from all around the world trying new foods and this and that. And credit to those Australians, man. I mean, I must have walked by, I don't know how many people fit in Victory Hall, but they were all in there at 9:15 a.m. They were singing, they were chanting, they were drinking beers out of their shoes. Some of them a little worse for the wear after the game.
Sure.
But they travel well. But yeah, people are always like, oh, look at all these crazy foods and everything. It's like, yeah, it's like our country's so big, though. When you just said boudin, it reminded me, I bet 90% of the people I know in Seattle have no idea what boudin is either way.
They don't. So, but these poor guys go to Houston to watch the game like, oh, dude, there's this great American food called boudin. They're going to be under the belief you can get it anywhere. Like, you can get it in Houston. You can get it in New Orleans. I'm sure some of the smaller municipalities, that's about it. It will be one of the best things you eat. It absolutely will. And then you will never eat it again.
It'd be like watching a game in Philly and having an authentic cheesesteak.
Dude.
Now, there is places in Seattle you can go get a pretty good cheesesteak,
Sure.
right?
It's
We have ours, ones we like. But, right. Just, I can't imagine, imagine getting on the plane and just being like, oh, we're going to get more of those sandwiches. Then you come out to the West Coast.
Or Kansas City or something like that.
It also tastes different. Like New York pizza tastes different in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Chicago pizza tastes better in Chicago.
Entirely different.
Yeah. Over the weekend, the TV producer and director James Burrows, right? He passed away. So I've been looking all day. The amount of shows.
It's unbelievable.
I did look. I'm the TV guy. I had no idea who this guy was until today when I was reading the story.
When I saw his name, I just knew he was because ever since I was a kid growing up, at the end of any, particularly sitcoms, though, like Bad Robot from What's His Face, I can't think of his name now, but they always do their literal thing for their production company, and this guy's name was after every show I watched.
Yeah.
Right? It's like Cheers.
Cheers, Frasier, Will and Grace, Friends, Taxi, The Bob Newhart Show, Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Yeah.
Did he have a bad show?
I'm sure.
Some of them you just don't know as much, like Romantically Challenged or Be Positive, but Two Broke Girls, Mike and Molly, Man with a Plan, right? It just goes on. And there's movies involved too. Just he was just really involved in a ton, and obviously was great at his job.
He knew what he was doing, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so some of them are producing credits, but a ton of them, honestly, are just directing credits as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and I was reading something earlier. I don't have that article in front of me, but it's like he was part of the original Friends or some other show, and they came back and were like, "Oh, we're doing a new version of it," but he wasn't part of that. But it's like, yeah, he was there for the entire run of the show that you know and love.
Yeah, he was solid in the TV world, man, for sure.
Yeah, so there's got to be. I'm sure there's other people like that we don't know about, but that's just a super impressive career. Third Rock from the Sun. I mean, I'm just still like literally. I've been scrolling this entire segment, and there's still shows on here where you're like, damn.
To me, he's like a pop music producer. You can like or not like what he's done, but the list of hits he's put out, you go like, he understands what he's doing.
Correct. Right. And like everybody in the rock world or certain genres, you know which producers you're going to bring in.
Oh, absolutely.
Like who's the guy that made the Black Album with Metallica?
Was that Rick Rubin?
No, Rick Rubin. You could tell when Rick Rubin shows
did
up.
Death Magnetic.
But like Rick Rubin, like, I mean, look, take a look at like, but you're right. Certain producers have their touch, right? Like Jay-Z, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody thinks of Jay-Z as the greatest rapper alive, right? But people forget, in between Reasonable Doubt, like in the late 90s and stuff, there's a lot of, like, people forget about Sunshine. There's a lot of stuff where he was catching heat. People were like, man, this is way too poppy. Then he links up with like Rick Rubin, and you get 99 Problems, and people are like, oh, he's back.
Rick Rubin's your guy to go to. Look, if you become a big band, and inevitably, if you last long enough to lose your way, and you start getting disgruntled, the record company will hire Rick Rubin. And I've heard from like 3 different bands. They said Rick Rubin just rolls in. He knows the band. It could be, and like he's worked with Beastie Boys forever. But with Metallica, he said, what albums have you guys put out that you like? And they bring like Master of Puppets, whatever. And he's like, all right, play it. He's like, he goes, why do you like it? And I say why they like it. And he goes, all right, do that.
Yeah.
They said he's basically, they're like, do the thing you like, guys. You don't have to be inventive. You don't have to be cool. Just write a good goddamn song and I'll produce it right.
Yeah. Also with Father's Day yesterday, ton of good stuff. Like the U.S. Open generally lines up with Father's Day Sunday. I know you still have College World Series going. The final game is tonight. It's the end of a 3-game series.
Is this still North Carolina and Oklahoma?
Correct. So they made it to the finals. First game was Saturday. So they split it. So tonight's game 3. But then shout out to NASCAR, man. I was watching NASCAR yesterday. They were down in Coronado by the naval base down there. So part of the track, they made a road course, but it was like
on that island
next to it. So like in front of an aircraft carrier. Part of it was on like the air, like on the tarmac. Part of it was on the road. It was wild. And like for NASCAR, I'm not the biggest NASCAR guy, but it was pretty fun to watch. And I was like, this is cool as hell. It was just
they didn't go over the bridge, did they?
They did not.
Okay, thank God.
No. But just the way they designed it, like there's just one point where they had to like come over just this little berm and go down. It was just a regular street. And just watching those cars bounce up and down, it was awesome. So credit to them. That was pretty exciting. You still got some World Cup happening tonight. If you're a College World Series fan, yeah, click over to ESPN. That's the final game of that.
Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, A sea turtle with a human head warns of the dangers of genetic engineering. But first, we're excited for tomorrow's guest.
We have a guest?
Tomorrow we do. Felix, it's been on the calendar for weeks. Not to mention countless emails and memos.
Yeah, you keep telling me to read that stuff, but I don't.
I know you don't. So now you, along with our distinguished audience, are learning that on tomorrow's broadcast, we will have a chance to talk with award-winning author Zsa Robach.
Zsa Robach?
Yes, Felix, Zsa Robach. She will be sharing insights of her autobiography, Embrace Your Beauty, the story of a real-life ugly duckling.
Sounds boring, man.
To you, maybe, but Miss Robach's inspirational story has sold over 3 million copies. Like the classic fairy tale The Ugly Duckling, Miss Robach began her life with physical abnormalities that led to her being ostracized by her own family, leading to hardships throughout her younger life.
So she was born ugly?
Well, it's a little more complicated than that, but, well, yes, she was born ugly.
Damn! Babies and puppies are cute by default, man. It's hard to be an ugly baby, but it can be done. My cousin Beatrice, real ugly when she was a baby.
Felix!
She was, man. When my Uncle Levi first saw her, he said she was uglier than 3 miles of dirt road.
Her own father said that about your cousin?
My uncle was an honest man, playboy. And Beatrice was uglier than a bucket of armpits with the good ones picked out.
She was a baby, Felix. Surely she couldn't have been that ugly.
My uncle used to tie a pork chop around her neck just so the dog would play with her.
Oh, come on.
It's true, man. When Beatrice was a baby, she was uglier than homemade soup.
Well, how about now? Did she go from ugly duckling to a beautiful swan?
Nah, man. She looks like she plays goalie for a dart team. And she suffers from furniture disease.
Furniture disease? What in the world is furniture disease?
It's when your chest falls into your drawers. She had to lift her pant leg to breastfeed her own baby.
Well, that is unfortunate. I'm sorry for your cousin Beatrice because, like you said, most babies are cute by default. I was quite the cute baby. What? What? What is so funny? Like most babies, I was a very cute baby. Oh, come on. Really? Bonnie, a little help here. Really? Both of you. Both of you find it that hard to believe that I was a cute baby.
Stop! Stop! Ow, my stomach hurts! Stop!
Okay, this is getting mildly offensive, Felix. No, this is exactly what I needed. Well, I'm glad I could provide you two with a hearty laugh. No, I found out this morning that my uncle and his puppy died in a house fire. Bonnie, I am so sorry. It's okay. The idea of you being a cute baby is funnier than my uncle burning to death. It's sad. And his death was tragic. Okay, then. I did not expect this kind of a reaction.
Yeah, but you said you was a cute baby.
Yeah. Okay. A reminder, ladies and gentlemen, please join us tomorrow for our exclusive interview with author Zsa Robach. Shut up! We will be back next hour.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, a kitchen worker sought therapy after he dropped a dish on the floor and nobody clapped. But first, there's a new study on the great digestive relief benefits of fennel.
This week.
Say what?
That's what they're saying this week. Next week, they'll be back to saying the fentanyl's bad for you.
I don't think anyone has ever suggested that fennel is bad for you, Felix.
You say that, but just last week we addressed the fentanyl epidemic in our society.
Well, my memory isn't what it used to be, so I suppose we may have mentioned the recall of fennel due to some sort of contamination, but this study says it actually provides much-needed relief to those with digestive issues.
Well, then you'll be fine with the fact that I put some in your coffee this morning.
Oh, my goodness, Felix. I knew there was something off about my coffee. But it didn't taste, I don't know, earthy like I would expect?
Why would it be earthy?
It's a vegetable, Felix, and how did you even get it into my coffee? It looks completely normal.
I just dissolved the pill into your cup.
Pill? Where did you get a fennel pill?
Out behind the convenience store down the street.
Happy's convenience store? The one with the one-eyed cashier who calls everyone darling?
Yeah, one-eyed Tammy.
Felix, Happy's convenience store is a front for the illicit drug trade.
I did not go into Happy's, Stone. I bought the pill from behind Happy's.
Behind? Felix, did you put fentanyl in my coffee?
Oh, not a fan of it now.
Oh, cheese and rice. I need a doctor. What is even about to happen to me?
Okay, that I do not know. I've never done fentanyl, Playboy. Seems dangerous, but I hear it does wonders for the gastric distress.
I am going to kill you. If I make it through this, I'm going to kill you.
Oh, he was talking about fentanyl. Yeah, my bad, Playboy. How much do I owe you for those pills, Bonnie?
First round is on the house. I thought it was fennel, too. I've been taking them for 3 weeks now.
You've been taking fentanyl pills for 3 weeks.
Yeah, but I thought it was fennel.
Okay. See you next hour.
Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. When your bag says definitely not a bag full of drugs, you can probably guess what's inside. Meanwhile, a woman goes to Arby's for roast beef and gets an order of herpes, served with pride. A man cleans up 200 bags of trash from a creek and could get 2 years in jail. A family watching TV sees something behind it, slithering with a tail. And 2 teens save 2 men who had fallen from an inflatable toy boat. Yeah. It is time for headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my cock.
All right, our top story, we go to Canada, where the testing committee can be a little tone deaf. Their IT team recently carried out a phishing test on their employees aimed at further raising awareness of the dangers of predatory emails. During a period in which their employees are under a little more duress than normal, they sent a test email to their staff thanking them for their hard work on the launch on a new software system that was being implemented across the organization. Now, at the bottom of that email, there was a button that employees could click in order to redeem an additional paid vacation day.
Oh, come on.
Thank you for all your cooperation during this. Click this to redeem your paid vacation day. But that was the test. If employees hit that button, it resulted in a fail mark on their test. And this also comes at a time when healthcare workers are struggling to secure any kind of paid time off, and upon seeing that additional time was merely a dangled carrot, it caused just a little frustration throughout the staff. They've since apologized to their employees for the insensitivity of the test, and I'm sure that's still going to go over like a fart in church.
That's ridiculous. Our company did that with something about a month ago, and came to me and said, "Hey, Steve, they gave a name." And
I do remember this.
But I looked at the email address, and it said Odyssey.com. And this person indicated that they worked in radio. The email address was from Odyssey, our company. I still went on Google to do a search of who this person was. This person, I don't know if they just made up a name or whatever, but this person works in radio.
Right.
They work in Western Washington. We were on in Buffalo. There's all this stuff. So finally, after 20 minutes, I responded. Immediately, it's like, you got caught into phishing. So my actual email to corporate said, F you. go through my my
history.
search history, right? Because you guys can audit this. You actually did my due diligence. So I just said, maybe don't use our email address and don't use the name of someone who's in radio at a station that we used to be on.
Right.
That's what, because if you look, it took me 20 minutes to respond because typically I don't respond to people.
That was actually somebody phishing us, though.
That was the company.
Oh,
it was the company.
We got an email the other day that said, there's some sketchy phishing going on.
Oh, no, this was the company.
Okay.
Odyssey came back and said, hey, blah, blah, blah.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
And that's why I was like, F you. You put down an Odyssey, and it's a radio person.
Right.
And again, audit my search history. You'll see I did my due diligence. You guys picked the wrong name.
Right. You should be able to trust that this comes from within our company.
Yeah.
It still looked like crap, but I don't like to respond, so that's fine.
Right?
Yeah. The thing is, I didn't want to respond, but I'm just like...
So that tells me that there are certain emails that come down that I can just blatantly disregard because this could be a phishing scam.
Because this is Odyssey.
I'm not even looking
I just noticed the email just looked a little bit off. It's kind of like AI. I was like,
Yeah, I don't need to worry about that.
They'll come to me if they need me.
Right. In other news, over to England, where the Environmental Agency has its priorities a little jumbled. This is another one that'll make you proud to be alive. A local environmental lawyer has allegedly written several letters to the agency asking them to act regarding the large amounts of garbage that were flowing in a local river. When no response nor action occurred, our man organized a group called the River Rotting Trust. This is the Rotting River, which is the one that he wrote about.
Okay.
And went to work themselves, dredging the garbage out of a small tributary along the river. They've since done a great job removing upwards of 200 bags of garbage and organic debris out of the creek over a 10-day period, restoring that area of the river, reportedly seeing wildlife starting to return to that location. And that's when they heard from the Environmental Agency, who informed him that he was under investigation for dredging that area without a permit.
Oh, God.
So you can't throw crap into the river, but you also get in trouble if you clean it.
Yeah. I'm not sure they were dredging it. I think they really were just removing trash from the bed of the creek.
They used the word dredging, but apparently they removed so much trash from that creek that it actually posed a flooding risk.
Okay.
And forced the EA.
So they're taking tires out of there, big items.
All right, guys, pick what side of the fence you're on.
If found guilty of these offenses, he faces hefty fines and up to 2 years of jail time. And in spite of the investigation, he has no regrets and was happy to talk with the media regarding the situation.
I bet he was.
There's no way that you look bad saying, I cleaned up the river, they have a problem with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, this poses a flooding risk because now you're opening this thing up and now it's free flowing a whole lot.
But you're saying that you were willing to give, I don't know, developers a permit to develop somewhere because it's not in the floodplain because there's enough trash.
Right.
Like, guy, you might want to rethink how you
Well, and he
approach
talked
this.
about it. It says the authorities didn't seem to care about all these businesses and all these places that were dumping sewage into this river water.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
certainly not cracking down on the people that are dumping trash into this friggin' river. But I go out there and I clean things up, and now all of a sudden I'm facing jail time.
Right.
Not just a slap on the wrist like, hey, we understand what you're doing, but you know what, this could pose for blah, blah, blah. Jail time.
It's like
No.
people that fill potholes.
Right.
You know, the city, not just Seattle, but any city, you know, they'll freak out. And it's like, you've been getting calls about this for months. You're not doing, look, maybe you are busy, maybe you don't have the finances.
Right.
But if neighbors pool their money together and get it covered, like, they're not going to bug you anymore, and you can take whatever money that would cost and put it probably toward another pothole.
Right. It's like them getting all bent out of shape when people started spray painting penises around the potholes.
But it worked.
It worked.
It worked. The city suddenly showed up.
What do you know? All of a sudden, that red tape breaks free pretty friggin' quick.
The penis that broke the red tape, yes.
We go to a small town in Oklahoma where news gets around. This is a small town if this kind of news got around. A local bartender who just gotten off of her shift over the weekend went to a fast food restaurant to get herself some dinner. After consuming the food, she tells police that she later started experiencing the symptoms of oral herpes, developing painful cold sores and lesions. She suspected that her food may have been contaminated and contacted police, informing them that word got around town that one of the employees of that restaurant was bragging that she had spat in that woman's food. That's how small this town is. Right. The two of them knew each other, and she was bragging about to where word got back around to her that she was doing this. A review of surveillance footage showed that the employee lifts the food up to neck level, quote, while preparing it, and they can see saliva leave the woman's mouth into the sandwich.
Ew, man. The
employee was charged with poisoning food with intent to injure. I don't know how these two know each other because
they're not friends.
It doesn't. There's nothing in the report about how she bitched her out for it taking too long or whatever the thing. She was literally just waiting for it. She got it. She's like, my food's been contaminated. So,
with herpes.
Right. The two of them knew each other to
Jesus.
some degree. I don't get it. With herpes. But just in case those stories with the bad taste in your mouth.
Thankfully, there's good news.
We go to Scotland for the latest rescue operation. This one does not involve animals, Miles. Local rescue crews got a call about a couple of men that found themselves in a bit of a pickle as they had stranded themselves in the water on an inflatable toy boat. Witnesses reported seeing the men paddling in circles in the bay, drifting further and further away from shore, at one point even falling off the inflatable into the water. A rescue team was deployed and they arrived on the scene in about 10 minutes, but their services were no longer required. As it turns out, a 15-year-old boy had spotted the duo in trouble and went out onto the water himself in his own dinghy. By the time that the rescue crews arrived, he had already gotten both of them off of their inflatable vessel and back to shore safe and sound.
Nice work.
He said that he sprang into action after seeing them cold and tired out in the water. Oh, pathetic.
I wonder why they're an inflatable toy in the middle of the ocean.
Rescue crews use that as an opportunity to remind the public that inflatable toys are meant for local pools and should be kept out of open water.
Because they're dudes.
They are not a maritime vessel.
People love doing I always like when those guys like float out on a dragon or whatever they're on.
And there's just nothing they can do.
Damn it. Men's Room Sports has more World Cup soccer over on Fox and later on tonight on FS1. You've also got Storm basketball on CW later on tonight and baseball on ESPN. The Mariners once again found themselves struggling with the Boston Red Sox over the weekend, losing the series 2-1. They've got the day off as they hit the road again. They will take on Pittsburgh tomorrow afternoon over on Mariners TV. I don't know. Good or bad year for the Red Sox, it's a good year against the Mariners. Yeah. I don't know why we can't get over Boston. Doggone it. As far as the weather, summer is here, gang, and tonight we got partly cloudy skies with a low of 62. Tomorrow they're expecting partly cloudy skies with a high of 86. Wear your shorts.
Look out.
That's it for your headlines with that. Mike Hawk is out.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. The Daily Mix Morning Show joining us tomorrow on Sit and Spin. We've got the top 10 douchebags in radio.
Ooh.
No, I mean in music. That'd be an easy list.
Yeah, I think 6 of us will be there. All right, bitches, in the meantime, well, we be all about this, bitch. So until tomorrow, please do what you do best, and for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.